Hey guys, guess what? It's Sunday
And it's Bears.
and Butters.
And welcome to our Positive Vibes Sunday night live stream.
That's right. You know what? Who it's featuring? You.
You and
you
us.
guys are the stars of this production.
The stars of the show.
Exactly. Hey,
what's up,
how's it going,
Jessica Rabbit?
How's it going?
How are you? It's
so
good
great
to see you. Is
that Young Panam?
Young Panam, Yobaseyo. How
nice to
are
see you? Yobaseyo. And hey, Jordan Woodworking and DIY.
Jordan
How
Woodworking.
are you doing, Jordan? What's new and exciting with you?
Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Sexy Belle?
ASMR Sexy Belle.
She's always whispering and messing around with latex.
She had a
Maleficent
yes. outfit.
That was badass.
Cool. Like, Donna's dinner time.
Hey, Donna,
welcome.
how's it going, girl?
Good to see you.
What's new and exciting? And Young Panam lecture. I'm Young Panam lecture. Yes, well, we know that you are a lecturer. And he is a kine master instructor as well.
And Dawn Fizzle.
Hey, how's it going, Fizzle?
Welcome.
Shizzle.
You normally have the screen over more.
Hold on.
And then you have that over more.
Well, let me move this a little more. How's that? Okay. All right, here we go. There we go. That's usually where it is.
All right.
Nice to meet you again, Young Panam. We always love to see you. And hey, Roobster, how's it going?
What's up, Roobster?
He's always like kicking
Mr.
ass
Pool.
at the. You're like a big pool shark, dude, and we love it. That's awesome.
And Jazzy, how are you feeling? Because I know Jazzy had pneumonia.
Yes, hopefully you're feeling better. And our girl Anita's here. How's it going, girl?
What's up, Anita?
OMG. Oh my God, there's so many people stopping.
Wow, you better start reading.
I know. Donna says, I'm great. How are y'all?
We're doing
We
good.
are doing fine. How have you been doing, Donna? What's new and exciting with you? People all saying hello. And a friend of ours, Chiwat Sukaina, I do. They say salam. Well, salam to you as well. Welcome and hello, and thank you for coming and visiting us. Young Panam YouTube and Kitty Master. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
That's right.
I've been sick in bed for days. I'm actually awake for alive.
Oh,
wow.
man. What's going on with you, girl? Your video is on our playlist. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, we didn't have time today to watch it, but it is on our watch later playlist. And we want to know how you're doing. Like, what happened? Who got you sick?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Children, I'm imagining.
Well, this is what we have deducted, that no matter where you go, that the reason why everyone gets sick, it comes down to children. Children aren't washing their hands, and they're just spreading it. You notice everybody gets sick as soon as school starts back up. Because the big hive of germs get together and poof, they come home and everybody's sick. Everybody.
That's so true. Nice to meet everyone. Yes. Check each other
so
out.
Much.
You guys are all our friends.
Give us a nice big thumbs up, please. Thank you so much, Sexy Belle. Tattooed Hearts. I just got rid of some toxic and demanding friends in real life. My day is way better without them. Now that's how you progress in life. Yes. Knowing when you have toxic people in your life and knowing when to cut them out of your life is very, very important. And the fact that you're young and learning that lesson now is like amazing. So that's freaking awesome.
Just got back from Vegas a couple hours ago. Wow.
Because I know the last thing that we had seen that is you were at the regionals. Hey, Big D and Chopper.
Big D and Chopper, welcome.
How are you doing?
Yeah, Josie, you want to know how my kids got me sick?
See?
Here's the answer.
Young Panam, I plan to go to YouTube in the fall in the U.S. after publishing a YouTube book next summer.
Oh, wow.
Really? Do you need any proofreaders in English? Wink, wink.
What part? Are you coming to LA, Young Panam? Let us know.
And Dawn says, my gut has been in pain for days. I think I was severely constipated. I feel better today. Hope tomorrow I'm 100%.
Wow. That's horrible.
That's not good.
More fruit and vegetables, less bread, pasta, a lot of water. You should be good to go.
Oh, heck yeah. And Jordan says, children, everything you just said was exactly right.
There it is. We always say hashtag Purell the schools.
All the time. We started that last year in Mukbang when everybody literally started getting sick in September. It was kind of about this time we started Purell the schools.
We did. I'm thinking about doing a live PJ party in my king size bed. Wow. No, people will show up. We started before, when we started our first live, we felt like really afraid as well.
Yeah.
So you'll be fine. Don't worry.
Exactly. Hey, let's see what else. Cruises, Louisiana Outdoors. Hey, how's it going?
Great. Thanks for stopping by,
their
even
son,
if you're tired.
Well, they're on the they're in Louisiana, so they're like a few hours ahead. And on top of that, like they got children. They're the ones that goes the bass fishing and stuff like that.
Oh yes, his son fishes a lot.
Oh my god, right? Hey, Gina.
Hey, Feisty Oku.
Feisty Oku.
What's going on, girl?
That'll be her next name change, Feisty Oku.
Feisty Oku.
They're gonna be. Are you Irish? Yes.
I would laugh. Hey, would you like to come to Chopper's birthday party November 8th? Wow.
Really?
How old is he gonna be?
Well, depending on what our schedule is for work, and if we see your live stream come up, we will stop by. Dawn says, yes, bears, I think too much bread and cheese. Cheese is a real big...
will constipate you like crazy. Yeah. We haven't eaten like dairy. Besides a tiny bit of butter here and there, like in shrimp scampi sauce.
Yes.
That's really about the extent of the dairy that I've eaten in the past almost 8 years.
And Roopster says the horse pills finally kicked in, Jay. Are you sick too, Roopster?
Are you? Yeah, so I guess he's sick.
Tattooed Hearts, you guys took a look no more than 24 years old. What's the secret? You want to know what the secret is?
Calm down, yo.
I'm excited.
Go ahead. Tell them the secret, honey. Go ahead.
The secret is watch our RV video, acting like total children.
Yes, and lots of water and lots of vegetables. And only a smoothie in the morning, right? And getting good amounts of sleep when we can. Like if we have the opportunity to sleep in, we will.
Hey, Evie.
Hey, Evie. And hey, baby Bree.
Oh, little baby Bree, sneak in there.
And all the Canadians that are in the house, happy Thanksgiving for tomorrow.
That's right. I have to be calling my folks tomorrow to find out what the heck they're doing for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Dawn says I should change my name on YouTube to Fizzle Faux Shizzle.
Yeah, you could.
That would actually be really funny.
First,
check and make sure that there's no one else named Fizzle Faux Shizzle first, because you don't want to impede on someone else's YouTube name. You want to be like kind of original as you can.
No, we do not, Jazzy. We do not drink coffee. Like caffeine makes me feel horrible.
Yep.
Because I have ADD, so like caffeine has the opposite effect.
Same here. Like I drink a cup of coffee and I could go right to bed.
Yeah, it makes me feel tired and like I don't feel good at all. So
hey David from DR Outdoors.
DR Outdoors, welcome.
He always has the most beautiful Florida like scenery. The last video we had, he had a whole bunch of different animals in there, but it was primarily about like scrub jays. And we have jays here too in California, and I love them. I love watching the birds here. I got my bird book.
She does have a bird book.
Hey, Nick and Helmy. Congrats to you guys.
Nick and Helmy.
Oh my God. We cried at your wedding.
It was so beautiful.
I was in tears.
They just got married, you guys. Nick and Helmy just got married.
Congrats, these guys.
And congrats to you guys. That's freaking awesome.
Always live when I'm at work, sneaking in a watch.
Now, are you feeling like settled back into work? Are you like, oh God, like I wish I was still on my honeymoon?
Oh my God, you guys look like you had so much fun. It was the most
beautiful wedding in Bali. I was like so impressed. Like it's like an American's dream to have a wedding in Bali. Like if you were like, as an American, if you said, oh, you wouldn't have had your wedding in Bali, it'd be like you're like a multimillionaire.
Yeah, they think you're a big baller.
Because it's expensive. I mean, from where we live to fly there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And ASMR Southern Belle says honey helps with the sore throats too.
Yes, we have Manuka honey. We really like.
Top of the morning to you, Feisty Oku. Don says Fizzle Faux Shizzle is a crazy original. You girls came up with it.
Yes, exactly.
Jordan says ASMR, you're right. My kids take local honey every night. That's awesome that you have local honey, because we totally like are all about saving the bees for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Hey Deacon's Universe, how's it going? They said they're stopping in to say hi to my friends. Big ups, Bears and Butters. Much love. Well, much love to you too.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Dawn says I ate roasted garlic cloves.
So normally you have the chat like in the middle, and you have us like in the screen here pushed over. So that's why I'm having to like look this way every time on the chat. And, my back is already like screwed up.
Well,
so
you have to move the book then.
You want me to move the whole book?
Yeah.
No, normally I cannot see this gray square of you right here ever.
Yeah, you can. It's usually there all the time. Yeah, it's usually there all the time.
You're making me like turn way over
Well,
this
I have
way.
it moved almost to the middle of the screen. The only other way to do
Thank
it
you.
is to move
Thank
the
you.
screen.
Thank you.
There we go. I don't know from your perspective, so you just
It's
have
like,
to just keep letting me know. Yeah, so ate 20 cloves of garlic, and that helped a lot.
What?
It helped my gut a lot. You know
Oh
what?
my God, you think that would make your stomach like so bubbly and gassy? Like,
Well,
I
if she
can't
was
imagine.
constipated,
No,
it might
I
be
just
good.
can't imagine being constipated and eating that much garlic.
You know what? We love apple cider vinegar. Really helps. It does. It helps like flush out your system in general.
I agree. We're all about the apple cider vinegar.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, Norman,
Tina, what's going on? Yes, they just got you guys safely back from your cruise.
That's right.
They live in BC, right? Vancouver.
Yes, they're British, but they live in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And they went on vacation recently. They were visiting my neck of the woods.
Yes,
on
and
the East
happy
Coast.
Thanksgiving to you guys.
That's right. And are you guys have your family coming over to visit you guys too? Hey, big boy Johnny.
What's up, big boy Johnny? How are you? It's good to see you.
Yes, we most certainly have.
And we've heard of time lapse before.
Yes, all of them. Thank you. Honey and lemon and cinnamon is great for the gut too.
Yes.
And ginger is really good for the gut. When I had some digestive issues before, I was taking turmeric with pepper as well.
Yes, I remember that.
Yep.
Hey, Jesse. Jesse Robert Garza.
Jesse.
How are you? It's good to see you.
Yeah. How's everybody doing anyway? Like, what's everybody?
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Like, Canadians in the house, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you cooking? Are you going to your families? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Hopefully you guys are all doing something fun and getting together and sharing the love with all the people you love, for sure.
Yes, it gave me huge yes, but the relief was
amazeballs.
Oh, gotcha.
Each part felt like heaven.
Oh my God.
You always crack us up. I'm telling you right now, we can't believe how long your hair is.
Yeah, your hair's getting really... We didn't know her hair was that long because she always had it up, though.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, she's like, oh, this is for Bears and Butters. And we were like, oh my God, your hair is like super long.
We were cracking up. Yeah, probably because you ate all those freaking snacks. You got all these Korean snacks and this snacks, and she got those puff balls that look like cheese balls, but they were cotton candy flavor.
Oh, yeah. That's just like it's a trip to me.
Danky the Clown.
Hey, Danky.
What's going on? What's going on up in Colorado?
Didn't he? You had a live the other day that like we totally...
It was so short that we freaking it didn't even come
on.
We're like
and
in
the kitchen.
You were already gone. We're like, oh, that was a short live. But then you said you didn't mean to go live, so I don't know.
And I loved how you tagged the location of where your live was streamed for, the La Junta police station.
I bet you the cops in your area like freaking hate you.
Oh my God, you know it. You know it because
they either love you or they hate you, right?
Jesse Robert Garza says, I have to go on a work trip and I'll be back day before Thanksgiving. Where
you have to go on that long of a trip? So you need to go on a work trip from now until the end of November because I know you're not Canadian. You live in Texas.
Hold on, I gotta let this little cat out. She's already screaming at us. Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, I guess she's coming back.
Maybe she's coming over to say hello to everyone. Come on. She wants to come up, I guess. Let me see if she'll come up for a second. Come on. She's mad because she's not getting any attention. Oh, Porker Lynn. Why don't you say hello to the people? Hello, little Porker. Porker. She got like fur. She got like some like leaves on her tail. Pat her butt, and then she'll stay. Yeah. Little Porker Lynn came to visit us. You want to say hello? You want to say hello to all the friends? Just like as a reminder, this is not our cat. This is our neighbor's cat. 2 doors down. That comes over, and she gets spankings. You know, all the women come over for the spankings. Donna says, Butters, you crack me up. Hey, oh, Kong, Biet Lam. She's going to get... Okay, perfect. Now she's going to get in the way of us reading the screen because she gets mad. She gets all jelly. She gets jelly. If we're like got attention doing something else. And Danky says, thumbs up, much love, too much vodka last night. Well, it was great. Oh, wow. And oh, Kong, Biet Lam G. Welcome. Yes, welcome. Hello, Vietnam. The Blue Lake Comic Series by M. Mass. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. We really appreciate that. That cat is everything to me. Everything,
you,
huh? Hey, isn't she cute?
She is amazing.
Porkerlin.
She's chubby, and her name is Portia. And then the name evolved to what?
Porkerlin.
And then it evolved to like pork chop.
Yeah.
And then Chubbawamba.
She's got lots of nicknames.
Yeah. So
she's a big fatty. What's up, Miss Diversity 3? Miss Diversity's here.
And Jesse says, well, I'm going to go, I'm going on 2. I'm going to Miami and then back to Vegas.
Wow.
Now, Jesse, I'm assuming you work in the tech industry because they have a lot of tech conferences in Vegas. And I know that they have a bunch of tech. She's going to friggin' rub up against the friggin' mic stand.
No, don't let her do it.
She is such a little brat.
No, you're going to mess with our camera.
She's getting right. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, we saw this video after about pig calls, and I make fun of like Porker Lynn all the time. It's like, sweet, pig.
She likes to eat crunchies all the time.
And that makes her laugh.
She likes to eat crunchies. Like, she doesn't have like, she'll eat sometimes so much she'll throw up. So we had to limit her like on small amounts at a time.
Because that's why she's Porker Lynn.
Porker Lynn.
Porker Lynn. So how's it going, Miss Diversity? She says, I'm headed to bed, but had to say hello to my beautiful ladies. Probably Dos Besos.
Happy full moon to you. Yes. Happy full moon to everyone in the house.
Now she's just gonna lay here and look absolutely cute.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, I wish I had another camera that I could stream and just show you guys.
She's laying right in front of the monitor.
So effing adorable.
Girls are really good at nicknames.
Yes. That's the thing.
They just have to come naturally though. Like I can't just give someone a nickname. It just has to naturally like come and then it's there, you know?
Jesse says that is correct. 2 different conferences. Yes.
Well, Miami, someone's gonna be partying it up. Pimp Daddy Garza's gonna be pimping it up. That nightlife in Miami with Rick Ross and what does he say?
Oh, which one?
Every day he's hustling.
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah, so that's going to be on your boat, just chilling in Miami. You and Rick Ross, high-fiving.
He'll be calling his boat the Pimp Daddy Hustle Mobile.
That's right. And in Vegas, well, you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so.
I always wonder if Jesse works particular for like one company. Like one specific company, especially where he's in Texas, because there's some major tech companies there. So I'm always curious.
Yeah. Love y'all. Good jujus to everyone. Just got back from Miami. Yeah, that's
awesome.
crazy. Miami. Did you have a good time up in Miami? That's awesome.
Oh my God, she's starting to kick.
Kicking our freaking camera, yo.
Start kicking that. It's like things are gonna get real troublesome.
Things are not gonna be fun for you, Porker Lynn.
You're gonna have to go to the backyard.
Yeah, and you'll have to hop the fence to get back.
And Evie says she'll be right back.
All right.
I'm telling you, Miami was probably an amazing time. Did you have good weather when you were there, Miss Diversity?
Yeah, hopefully she
did. She's going to come because you know she's going to want food. Here she comes. Yeah, and you saw as soon as she moved, the friggin' camera shook because that's how porker that cat is. And Dawn says, you girls are so hot. Thank you, Dawn. I totally think my baby Bears is the hottest woman ever. I tell her all the time. She's so freaking hot. And she's like, stop. She hates it when I do that. It gets her real mad. She gets embarrassed. She doesn't like to hear it. She doesn't like to hear it.
All right.
And then Dawn says, Bears, does anyone ever say that you look like Helen Hunt?
Didn't someone... I think...
She gets told, okay, if you take a look at the 2 people that Bears look like is one, Margot Robbie. She looks like Margot Robbie. But also, if you take a look at a picture of Jodie Foster when she was about 16 years old, looks like Bears.
16.
Like 16 to 18, seriously. Hey, Dior, how's it going?
Hey, Dior, what's going on? Did you get that court case settled?
Right.
To where, because you said it was a big drama... because there's termites, I'm pretty sure. Yes, termites. So they were trying to figure out like what was going on. Did you get that all settled? And Miss yes, Diversity? I ate Mama D and Dom, Shy Snacks, Queen Beast, also at my grandma's birthday. Wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome. It
and
sounds like
happy
you had a lot
birthday
of fun.
to your grandmother.
How old did your grandmother
that's
turn?
Awesome.
Like I'm hoping she's like, 80 years young, because like I know that she's already got children that are in college, so I'm assuming her grandmother's probably like at least in her 80s.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Bear's just like True Berry say she's pretty and she growls. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Marco Eats, how's it going? Nice to see you.
I get embarrassed. I've been
How's your weekend
moving
going?
the mouse. It's been a long day. Good night, girls. Good night to you guys.
And
Norm and Tina, have a wonderful night, and thank you for stopping by.
And have a fabulous Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Jodie Foster is a taxi.
I could see that.
And she's a lesbian as well. So
Yes.
there you go.
Done. Yes, that's it. Jodie Foster and Helen Hunt had a lesbian love baby named Bears.
Yeah, I'd love to be in the middle of those two. I'll tell you that.
Miss Eversey, dang it. Every time I think I'm going to go pop in and out of your live, I end up getting stuck.
No.
Because you always know that there's always fun going down here. There's always some crazy stuff,
talking
and you
about
never know.
a bunch of BS.
Right? Hey, Leedy.
What's
how's
up,
it going?
Leedy? How are you?
A, how is your jet lag?
Yes.
B, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And C, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Are you going to one of your kids' house or are you having it at your house? Because I know you're not cooking the whole Thanksgiving dinner yourself.
She says, I have loosely internet tonight. So basically it means she's
so
probably dipping in on her phone.
A loose night for you? Gotcha. 84 years young.
Wow.
Wow. That's incredible.
That is amazing.
That's awesome. No Silver. Hello and welcome.
And Miss Diversity,
welcome back.
Is she still really active and stuff like that?
Yeah, what is her secret? Because yes. What is the secret? And they won, Dior.
Yay!
High five to you. High five to you, buddy. We're so happy.
Yes.
I mean, there's no reason that you wouldn't have won.
But thank God.
But thank God you did.
So what do they do now? Is the next step, does your house get fixed? Because if they had a bunch of termites, I'm assuming you're either going to have to get new work done, or like
what are they going to do?
Or
do you just like not have to be in the house anymore and you can not like...
And you get your money back.
Yeah.
And plus any legal fees and any other like compensation. I'm hoping all of those things for you. Whatever like is best for your interest, for sure.
I'm going to hang out until you pass out. Okay, cool.
Well,
now tell us about Miami. Like, what did you get to go on any boats when you were there? Did you get to do like anything crazy, like fun, like go to any nightclubs? I heard they're open till like 5 a.m. there, which is cool.
Leedy says lousy internet.
Why?
Where are you at?
Why are you like not at your house?
Oh, I bet you she's out visiting family.
Like, I don't know.
I bet you
if she's visiting family.
Well, don't forget she's got a bunch of like grandkids that are in like racing and stuff like that.
Why would they be at the racetrack?
No, they could all be together at their house if they've got more people, and they may not want a bunch of people at their house. Leedy's probably like, I just got home from friggin' like the homeland, and I am not
the homeland.
I'm not effing cleaning for you.
The homeland.
I'm not cooking for you.
Still waiting for that Red Light District video. Still waiting for those JPEGs too.
So how's it going, No Silver? What's new and exciting?
What's new with you? Hey, Dollface.
Hey, Miss Diversity says yes, she is driving and all. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Like that is amazing. Like my grandmother was not driving at 80, but my grandfather was driving literally until like.
Does she eat like a really healthy diet, or is she like still active, or that's awesome.
Leedy says, not bad on the jet lag. Had dinner at our youngest daughter's. Yes, it was great. See, I said I knew they were. You know what,
So
Leedy?
you think her youngest daughter lives out in the boonies?
Probably. There's a lot of like rural areas that don't necessarily have fabulous internet. And Leedy's one of those like, she's spoiled in California having super high speed internet.
Spoiled in California? She doesn't live in California.
Well, she used to live in California.
Oh, and she came out to visit
all the time. You know, her internet was bombed there. She was like,
are you coming out to the desert in October, or are you not?
Hey, Heavy Metal Magnet!
Because you haven't let us know, girl. Heavy Metal Magnet. What's
our
going
magnet
on?
Fisherman friend who always goes to MacArthur Park.
He pulls up some crazy stuff from underneath the lakes.
Yes. Which he says.
Do you ever go to Lake Balboa, like in the valley? Like there's a lake, Lake Balboa. I'm sure you know of it because you're from LA.
And I'm
wondering, have you ever been there? That's a big lake too.
Because I know they got paddle boats out there, so Lord only knows what people have dropped.
Yep.
In the middle of the freaking paddle boat. Oh, my phone!
It was a sanity trip to me, baby girl. I woke up Thursday and said to myself, I gotta get the hell out of here. Baby girl is down, so I booked. Wow, everyone I always wanted to meet and left Friday. That's awesome. So, are you feeling better now that you're like back? Like, are you feeling like since that trip, you're feeling like, I hope you're in a good space now.
And I'm glad that you had a sanity trip because sometimes you
You just
always
need to get
need those
away.
little things.
Like
Yep.
when we went away to Mammoth, like we really needed to get away. We were super busy with work. We were super busy with life and family and my grandparents moving here. So
Yep.
we really needed a getaway. So sometimes you just need to take that time and just go.
Yeah.
It's really good for the body, the soul, the mind.
Hello,
what's
Zesty
up?
Girl.
Michelle B. Zesty, which we found out this week, zesty in Australian means like sexy.
Sexy, yeah.
Zesty equals
Sexy.
Yes. And how was your weekend, girl? What have you been up to?
Heck yeah, and I know you just put a
Wanda,
video up too.
She said, how are we? We've been well, girl. We've been well. How's your weekend, Dollface? Are you off work? How was your weekend working? At least if you have to work the weekend, you have the whole week free now, right? And it was good to see you on your live.
Yes, it
Friday
was. It was
night.
nice to see you. We also hung out on Cookies Live for a little bit. It was nice to see hang out with a bunch of
couple
peeps.
People from the same family circle.
Heavy Metal Magnet says haven't hit that lake yet, but it's on the list.
Okay, gotcha.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
hey,
it's a big
for
one.
food's sake, ASMR. Our family friend.
Yes, our family friend. Welcome.
Are you planning that vacation yet?
Yeah, you're taking your girl on that vacation she's been wanting.
Exactly. Leedy says, not sure what our plans are yet. Coming south. I have bad reception in our condo. Oh wow!
In your condo?
What? You need to have some Wi-Fi work done because she probably plugs in. She's like, I'm not dealing with Wi-Fi. I'm just plugging in. Miss Diversity says, yes, it was an awesome trip and such beautiful people. And I mean beautiful. I cried happy tears the whole time in awe. And all the love baby girl and I was shown.
Awesome.
That is nice.
That's super awesome. I'm so glad for you, girl. You deserve that.
Yep.
You deserve that.
And you are always putting positive vibes out there to everyone. And we're always saying that the people that are putting a lot of energy out there are starting to get all that love back. So it's nice to see you're getting some of that back in return.
That you put out.
Yep.
No
Coast Silver says, going great today. Watched football and now watching Bears and Butters.
Yeah.
We watched football today.
Yes,
and we were
the
really
Rams
pissed off.
Sucked, you know what, today.
They sucked on their third
loss. We were so upset. We were by the fourth quarter, we're going to freaking Costco, man. We were just out of here. We were so annoyed. The freaking Jared Goff is not doing good this season. Our offensive line is crap right now. And the defense is not doing well. Plus, Todd Gurley's got a injury.
Yes.
So, it was just challenging to even watch the last couple games.
Just played a better game today.
Yeah,
they
their
really
defense was on point. Their offense was on point. I was just so upsetting.
Heavy Metal Magnet says, I'm going back to MacArthur Park Lake tomorrow morning, first thing.
I hope you do a video of that.
Yeah, we're going to be watching that when you put that up.
That'll be awesome.
For food's sake, yes, the vacation is on the books, and I'm back in good graces.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, because you're going on that family trip, remember?
Yes.
That your girlfriend was not looking forward to?
Yes, that family trip.
Ladies, and vacations planned in the near future. For us, vacations, probably not till next summer, vacations.
Yes.
But we'll have places we'll go to day trips or one night, overnight trips we'll go when we have the day off, but not really major week vacation because we already took that this summer in Mammoth. Yeah. And we don't take a week vacation except once a year. Yeah. So.
And hey, Sarah Parks.
Hey,
how's
Sarah,
it going?
welcome.
And Dollface says, yes, off the rest of the week till Friday.
Nice. Woo,
nice.
Woo. Awesome.
Miss Diversity says, when I visit Cali again, you already know you two are on my list of peeps
to
me. I'll call you when I'm 15 minutes away.
Hell yeah.
You give us.
Let us know in advance so we're not working.
Yes.
So we can make plans to accommodate you and have dinner prepared. And 15 minutes. Yes. I'm not going to be able to have dinner prepared for you.
And you know that we're going to have to want to make sure that we have our place completely in entertainment mode.
Yeah, entertainment mode.
Yes. Well, you know damn well if you come down this way, we would definitely meet up with you for sure. That would be a lot of fun.
Hey, Susan, welcome.
Hey, Susan. We got ASM Southern Belle and Southern Belle.
Yes, Southern Belle and ASMR
Sexy Belle. And ASMR Sexy Belle.
And Susan.
Yes.
How are you, Susan? It's good to see you. And Jeffrey Stone is here.
Hey, Jeff. How's
Viking
it going?
brother.
Nice to see you. Yep, positive vibes here. Faux show.
It's good to see you, Jeffrey. We've all missed you.
Yep.
Everyone last Sunday was asking about you.
And
thank you, Susan. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Southern Belle. Yes, please hit that like button.
I'm filming my Halloween special tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm telling you right now, I can totally see him finding some creepy things or like creepy stuff that he's found already. Like, cause I'm telling you, he got some crazy stuff out of there. You're like big rods. All I can sit there and wonder is like, how the hell do people like get away with throwing half this stuff in there?
Probably in the night. You should not watch those football games. Mood setters.
I think we're in a pretty good mood considering the
Rams lost so bad.
And the friggin' Dodgers got eliminated from the
playoffs. And we were driving to Costco and this chick driving a U-Haul almost hit the back of my Mustang, like this close. She was like, and then the truck almost hit her too. Like she was like, this chick did not know how to drive a U-Haul to save her life. She almost caused a major collision.
Yeah, she was a hot mess.
So and then at Costco, there was like the people in front of us. We get through all the line, and then in front of us, their cards are getting declined, and they're acting like they're speaking another language, acting like they don't know what's going on. And we're just like looking at them like, "Yo, your cards declined. Like, stop playing games." And the guy's like, "We don't take debit cards either." But they had cash like the whole time. Like they're playing all these games and we had to get back for the live. We're like,
And he went through 2 different cards too.
Yeah, like probably 3 different cards.
And then we walk on by and this dude's got these friggin' Beats by Dre. They're all pimped out with friggin' rhinestones
or something. Like Swarovski crystals. Like, who the hell is this dude?
And for food's sake says, Gutteron, I'll be back if you're still on later.
All right, girls. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Miss Diversity, okay, I'll give you a good hour then.
Good. Yeah, some time.
And our friend Gemma Bear is here.
What's up, Gemma Bear? Oh my God, what time is it in the UK, girl?
It's like probably
like what, 3 a.m.?
4 in the morning.
How have you been, Gemma? Because last time we talked, you said that you were not feeling well. So I hope you're feeling better now. You said you had a cold and weren't feeling good.
Everybody's got a cold.
What's up, JS Dwayne?
Hey! How's it going?
Good to see you. How's your weekend? How have you been? Hope you're not working too hard and having some days to relax.
Michelle just said Jess has just launched her channel 1.5 hours ago.
Wow. Congrats to her. We'll link it in your page in the description so we can later go check it out.
Or even just post the link to it on one of our comments. Even if it goes to spam, we'll get it.
Yeah, regardless. Or put it on one of our comments, the link to her channel, and we'll go over.
We'll get it.
That's awesome. How's
so
she
excited.
doing in Chicago? Like, is she loving it? Like, is she enjoying it, her time there?
Tattooed Heart says, I have the perfect Halloween costume for you guys. You guys can get 2 shirts, one that says Netflix and one that says chill. And your Halloween cost, you can be Netflix and chill.
That's a good one because that won't be that challenging.
That's actually funny.
Oh man.
We gotta, let's see what we were behind.
We're all saying hi to each other, so don't read their inner comments.
I'm trying not to. I'm just skimming through, making sure we're getting everything.
When you guys go to Costco, endless entertainment.
Heavy Metal Magnet says, win, lose, tie, Raiders till I die.
Oh, okay. We saw that show on the
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks this year. And we learned
Raider is a pirate.
We saw that show, The Coach.
Oh my
Everybody's
God.
like, if you agree with me, knock on wood. And they're all like knocking.
If you agree on me, knock on wood. If you want to play better, knock on wood.
Yeah, he knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, Gruden.
Yeah,
John Gruden.
John Gruden.
You know what? I remember years ago, because we made fun of this in a mukbang, that they had a countdown timer because they had a 10-year contract with Gruden. And there's some fans out there that have a timer online. It says the countdown till Gruden is done as the Raiders head coach. Not even kidding. Go Patriots! I am totally a Patriots fan. Well, and I'm so glad at least one of my teams
they're undefeated. Surprisingly undefeated, right? Yeah, surprisingly.
Surprise!
I'm like, guess who's going to the Super Bowl again this year? Not surprised. The Patriots again.
Kitty Jerk says, I love it when you guys go to Costco.
It's not endless entertainment for us. It's endless aggravation today. And you know what they've got installed at our Costco? These giant fans that are like, okay, the size of a house fan, probably times 20.
50.
Like times 20 the size. Like the blades are like probably like 3 Shaquille O'Neals put together in length. That's how long the blades are. And you get underneath them with your cart and you're like, your hair is like going everywhere and you can't breathe because it's like so much forced air and people are coughing and then you're just like taking it in, you're just like taking it all in. It's one of those.
Oh, and on top of it, I almost got hit twice today.
Yeah.
This one dumb bitch, and I don't even care. She friggin' almost pushed her cart right into me. If I didn't step forward, and she had plenty of space to go around me, mind you, but if I didn't literally step forward, she would have literally ran her cart into me. One other woman almost did the same thing too.
Then pulling in, there was this freaking chick who was trying to pick up her girlfriend. She was like super dykey and looked like a dude. Tried to pull in to get her girlfriend and hit the gas too hard. It was like, skirt. And I looked at her, and the chick getting in the car was her girlfriend. And I literally said to her, you better be careful. I'm going to kick my freaking boot through your freaking car, you know? But the chick getting in the car was her girlfriend who was standing like right next to me.
She was walking behind us to get to the car, which was friggin' funny. And I'm one of those people, I'm not one of them silent people either. I'll mutter stuff and you're like, shut up, the windows are down.
Because you're always saying some bullshit, the windows down.
I did that today too, and I didn't care. I'm like, yeah, okay, drive 40 miles per hour in a friggin' parking.
There was like pedestrians everywhere.
In a heavy friggin' access area.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It's 4:15 a.m. and I'm feeling much better now. Yay!
Aces.
Heavy Metal Magnet says it's 4 a.m. UK time. Jess Dwayne, I am fine.
Recording later.
Good. What you recording about tonight? We always want to know. Let's go catch up with what's going on.
Probably won't tell us. We'll have to find out, Butters.
Lady says, I can see it now. Bill and the two of you watch football and God know what I could go and do.
What?
God knows what I could go and do. God, go and do what?
Oh, go shopping? Go take Bill's credit card? Like, we'll keep Bill busy with these two blonde lesbians, the football game. They'll just like be cooking for him, and like I'll just go disappear with the MasterCard.
Lady's gonna come home with a golden grill.
A golden grill, right?
A golden grill.
I got a grill.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, A Cultured, how's it going? Well, I guess I'll leave you now since you have completely We didn't see
What are you talking
Chris.
about?
Chris, we have not seen anything. There are no comments or nothing from you until now, so we're sorry.
What are you talking about?
Oh, no, we're behind the comments.
What are you talking about? We just scrolled way
you.
up and did not see one comment.
We scrolled the whole way up and there's nothing, so we don't know what's happening, but we did not miss anything intentionally.
But we're sorry.
And we're on live chat mode too, not on talk chat.
We need to start reading.
Okay, catching up. Hey, Georges.
Bonjour,
Georges. Comment ça
va?
Welcome.
Happy to see you. Nice.
Nice to see Butter's face and listen to Bears laugh live. Don't tell me I haven't watched it yet. We didn't watch. He didn't watch it. You didn't watch the Hard Knocks?
Oh, he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh. Hey, how's it going, Ryan and Kathy?
What's going on? How are you guys doing?
What's new and exciting?
Hey to all from JS Dwayne. LOL. Love how
we're measuring things in basketball players. Because you said it was 3 Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, 3 Shaquille O'Neals.
Michelle says she is so happy. It definitely was the universe intervening. Nice.
Yes. That's awesome.
So, our friend Sarah Park, if you're still here, what's new and exciting with you? Because we know that you have always a lot of cool, amazing, and fascinating things going on with all the research you're doing on your own introspection of your own life. So, like, what's going on with you?
Where's the catch up on the comments?
Let's catch up. Hold on. How are you, sister? Hey, Super Videos. How are you?
Super Videos, welcome.
Gemma says, I'm filming about
autism and the capacity of consent.
Ooh.
Nice. You want to surprise us. Okay.
Awesome.
We like surprises.
Raiders have one of the better record than the Rams, though.
Yeah.
We know the Rams are playing like
crap. They're not doing good right now at all, but the Hawks are doing pretty good, which I'm happy about.
Yes.
That was a crazy game between the Hawks and the freaking Rams, Jeff. Oh my God. I was dying that whole game. We were screaming up to the last second of the game.
And I missed that stupid field goal.
Yeah.
Hey, Raph.
Kitchen. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Cultured. I'm totally trolling.
Oh my God. I was like, God, trying to like scroll. I felt like horrible about it.
You like seriously? I'm like,
Chris, what's going on with you after you give us a heart attack?
Lady, sorry guys. I typed slower than I think. It's okay.
Is that all the wine or is that just typing slow?
A little slow typing.
That's the wine o'clock.
Look at the bag of wine o'clock.
I don't think she drinks bag wine.
Yes, thank you so much, Ryan and Kathy.
Yes,
please hit that like button, guys. We appreciate it. With my janky thumb, it's all bent.
Oh man.
People all just talking
Saying
amongst
hello,
themselves.
hello.
Sarah Parks. Yeah, she was here lurking. I'm glad.
Yes, my life's work. Haha. Well, I formulated something truly quite spectacular.
Let us know,
Let
because
us
you know we
know.
want to know, because
I
we like to
made
know.
barbecue ribs, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, coleslaw, hush puppies, catfish. Oh my god.
Oh
Tell
my
them how much
God.
I love peach cobbler.
We make like peach cobbler and she loses her mind.
I
like
love
you
it.
don't understand.
I love it.
Yeah. It's getting cold, so it's gonna be baking
It's
season
gonna be,
for us.
yeah, it's gonna be baking seasons for us very soon.
Speaking of which, we actually did some baking.
Yeah, we
a
made
couple
a
nights
carrot
ago.
cake.
The only thing we haven't done
Last
is put
night.
the cream cheese frosting on it
That's
yet.
the
We haven't
only
made
thing.
it.
It's the only
going on
thing. That sounds awesome though, and I love collard greens. I'm all about the collard green life. So.
You're cooking for us for sure. We'll be over soon.
ASMR Sexy Belle. Ladies, I have to get to bed. Great time as always. Love listening. Take care. Love you too,
Thank
girl.
you. Have a great night, and
Our
thank you for
beautiful
spending
Sexy Belle.
thank you for spending some of the rest of your evening with us.
We appreciate it.
that.
And Ralph said, doing good. Good,
Ralph.
We're glad you're doing well.
What's new and exciting with you? Have you been cooking anything interesting in the kitchen?
Let's see. Nothing major. Watching you two and demolishing
These loaded nachos.
Now, did you make them yourself? Or did you buy them somewhere and bring them
Yeah.
home? Or do you have like, what are they, when they deliver? Postmates or something? DoorDash? We've never used it, but we've seen the ads.
And Michelle says, I didn't know what a peach cobbler was until watching a YouTube video 2 days ago.
Girl, peach cobbler? I have actually a vegan peach cobbler that is amazing. There is no dairy in any of it. Epicness.
It's so good.
And I fed it to all my family who they all eat dairy and they had no idea it was bomb.
And they friggin' literally ration it because they loved it so much. Bree says, carrot cake, are you expecting me soon?
Yeah, sure, girl. Show right up, knock on the door with your secret little passcode, and just come right in.
That's right. Knock, knock,
As long as you have a few apricot Danish, you'll be welcome in.
J.S. Wayne, I love me some collard greens.
Every time I go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles,
Yeah.
or I make homemade fried chicken, there's always collard greens. Always collard greens.
Ryan Kathy says, love collards so much. Can't go wrong with some nice greens. Right?
Now, I make them with some like chicken fat or chicken
chicken
bouillon, but I never make them with pork because we don't eat pork.
Yeah.
But with chicken, it's still so bomb.
In fact, we had some recently with pork in them.
Like I had like one bite. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, we didn't eat a whole lot.
I haven't eaten pork in like 8 years. Like your taste buds changed to where it was like so salty and like pork, like it tastes so strong of flavor.
God,
it was weird. I hadn't tasted it in so many years.
But Bree, I'm telling you, let us know when you're coming and you want a carrot cake. That carrot cake will be ready because I love that carrot cake.
Yeah, it's bomb. I've recently come up with something I like to call 4 phases of discovering the meaning of life.
Customizable for each person. That's
awesome.
Fascinating.
That's great.
But you know what? That's what it takes is like introspection and being able to figure out a way to, make it tangible, for other people to understand.
Yeah. I made them. Wow. Nachos. That sounds bomb.
Michelle says this was a cherry cobbler.
Cherry cobbler is so bomb too.
We do the peach cobbler with cherries a lot.
Yeah, we'll do cherry and peach cobbler. Yeah. I like to mix it up. It's so good.
Ralph, yes, I've been making all different types of food. I have pasta casserole that uploaded a few days ago. I hope you all like it. That is awesome.
Just write it down so you have it. We can't go off our live, but we can write it down and go back to it later and put it on our watch later list.
Yes, we can.
And we always go through our watch later list.
Yeah, we do.
Always. You sound like my mom when it comes to collard greens, so southern. I know. You know what's weird? Like we went to this restaurant after the RV festival. It was called Cracker Barrel. I don't know if you guys have it wherever you guys live, but Cracker Barrel. I'd only been to one. I think it was in Tennessee. When I was with my grandparents a few years back, and ever since then, I had this like taste for I had chicken and dumplings there. So when we were at the RV festival. We went a little bit further to Rialto just to go to get some Cracker Barrel, and we got fried chicken. We got chicken and dumplings, and then we had collard greens. And the guy made a mistake, so we got green beans for free. And then we got a bunch of biscuits, and I had like apple butter on top. I swear, like I was just like in heaven. It was so good.
I'm gonna tell you, nothing brings out our inner fat girl like fried chicken and all the
collard greens and like homemade biscuits. Like Yeah, like, not many restaurants here in LA serve that kind of food, so when we can get that, like, that kinda, like, Southern food, we're just like, "Oh, that's our guilty pleasure."
Yeah, you love when I make homemade biscuits.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, and we eat fried
When
chicken
we freaking fried
sometimes.
chicken okay, when we make fried chicken and I get, like, either cornbread or biscuits homemade from scratch,
Mhm.
and then we get collard greens with that,
Yep.
right? Or sometimes we'll make homemade waffle with the fried chicken in the cast iron skillet.
Yes.
And I make my own spice rub the night before and it sits in the flour overnight with all the seasoning. Or it's just caked on when I put it in the cast iron. It's just
It's
like,
so
and then I
friggin'
do a double
good.
fry. I fry it and then I take it out when it's like 130 degrees. And then I refry it till 165 and
Mhm.
then pull it out and it's super crispy.
And it's amazingness.
Yeah, I'm just getting excited thinking about fried chicken and we're not even eating fried chicken.
Ryan and Kathy says, you guys are making me hungry. All this cobbler and carrot. Well,
Right?
now we're on to fried chicken.
And now we're on to fried
so
chicken.
It's just, yeah. Chris says ground turkey, black beans, pico de gallo, guacamole,
Oh, that
sour
sounds
cream,
good.
pickled jalapenos, and 3 cheese blend.
That actually sounds bomb. 'Cause I'm all about that ground turkey, so I love it.
Jess Jolene says there's one in a town called Henrietta, which is 30 minutes from me.
Oh,
We recommend going
if you've
sometime.
never been, go, because it's such good Southern food.
Hey,
What's
Mamacita.
up, Cookie?
Bon Bon.
What's up, Bon Bon? It was good to see you on your live the other night.
Yes.
And great to see you. How have you been?
Hold on.
Lynn?
I gotta go let Porker Lynn out in a second. Oh, she's angry. Hold on.
Why is she angry? She ran through the house from the dog door in the back and like bolted toward the front door. See where she goes. Y'all making me hungry as hell live. I know, right? You could freaking drive 30 minutes. Oh, it's probably already closed there now, huh? The closest one to us now, where we live, is going to be Camarillo, which is still a good distance from where we live. So, not close either, but it would be worth it. Your viewing list must be massive. I eat really, really healthy, but fried chicken is my fave, right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and our watch later list does get massive. Sometimes our watch later list, if like both of us have to work really like the whole freaking day, like sometimes if I have to work 10 or 12 hours and Butters is like busy all day with projects or on a different location than at home, that's when it's like, oh my god, it's super challenging because sometimes at the end of the night we'll have like 80 videos on our watch later, and I'll have one screen watching half, she'll be on the other screen watching the other half, and that's the only way we can get them accomplished. Yeah, we're the same way, Michelle. We eat super healthy, but fried chicken's like our kryptonite. That's like our guilty pleasure. I think I missed a comment, but cream puffs, ground cheese. Yeah, cream puffs. Those are freaking bomb. I saw Leedy before making homemade cream puffs on her channel. On Leedy, she has a video where she makes homemade cream puffs, and she's from Holland. So you know they're legit. I just bomb whenever you... I want to stop right quick because I have to get up and wake Jesus up. What?
I gotta wake Jesus.
What do you mean by that? I have to
Oh
get
my
up.
god, it must be has to wake up Rubio.
Oh, Rubio. I thought he was retired. Confused. I'm the same now. My watch
time is incredible now. I am the same now. My watch time is incredible now.
Oh, meaning like your watch time, like the time you have for your channels, like way up? Is that what you mean? Or you have to watch a lot of channels? Or both?
Oh yeah, you got to really, but you know what? Make sure that you focus on watching content that you enjoy, because you're going to find very quickly the longer you do it, the content that you don't enjoy, you're not going to want to watch, and you're just going to really end up not liking it. So make sure you're watching what you like.
Yeah, definitely. We watch what we like for sure.
Yep.
Fried chicken is your kryptonite. Yes,
Right?
same here.
I
don't know if it's Ryan or Kathy or both, but it could be for both of their answers too, right?
And Chris says, I have been craving smothered chicken for the past week or so. They have the dumplings.
They had the dumplings, and like the dumpling like gravy I was putting on the chicken that tastes almost like chicken fried steak, but it was chicken, not beef. Oh my god. It was bomb.
Michelle says, so much work, but I love it. So many fab people, so many positive YouTubers.
Yes, right? You fit in the right crowd and stay away from toxic crowds, you're going to be
Yes.
good. Because that's the thing, at YouTube, like we had to like swim through, you know, different crowds of people to see what kind of really felt like our vibe, right? Especially when you're first starting, you don't have a family yet. You're kind of joining others' families,
Yep.
meeting new people, creating your own family. It takes a lot of time and energy to build that, you know? So we had to go through, you know, different people that we felt, oh, they're not really our vibe. Maybe they're nice people and fit in with others, but like it's not really our vibe,
Yeah.
right?
And that happens all the time. It's like you have to remember that like they're not everybody is for everybody, and it's like we only have so much time in the day to watch, you know, so
Yes.
much content. So it's like you want to spend the time watching the content that
and if
brings
there's
something
like
to your life.
toxic groups, we just don't entertain it, because to me, you entertain it, you're letting that like enter your energy field. But if you don't entertain it or participate in it or subscribe to that at all, you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't affect your day anymore.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Sarah says the first phase is natural identity construction, in which our identities are formed from complex composite of fragments called moments, which consists of beginning and ends in all details.
That's true.
Yes,
That is very true.
Ebb and flow. It's the ebb and flow of everything. You know, the struggle and the joy. Hey, totally Christina.
What's up, totally Christina? Oh, you were just thinking of us, and poof, here we are.
How you doing, girl? And she's, I'm at work daydreaming.
What are you daydreaming about? Those Dodgers winning their playoff game instead of
losing and at the game 5.
Damn it anyhow, girl. Right? Damn it anyhow.
What a big friggin' like piss off. J.S. Dwayne, fried chicken is my guilty pleasure too.
Yeah, J.S. Dwayne, do you make your own fried chicken, or do you have a favorite place you go to buy it from?
Totally Christina, how are the fires? How are you? Christina, do you have fires around you? Because we had fires like literally 15
above the
minutes,
valley,
so, like not even like 15 minutes from where we were.
And my uncle, they drove through his neighborhood and told him that he had to be like evacuated possibly. So he had like his bags ready and stuff, but he had an option to leave or not leave. So it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And the whole valley smelled like smoke for days. We couldn't open any doors, and we had to close all of our vents. Our fireplace, we had to board it all up. Well, not board, but put a blanket over it.
Yep, because you could smell the smoke
so bad.
In. Like even when we open up our windows, like you can see like soot from the ash that was falling when the wind was blowing our way, like along the windows and stuff. It's crazy.
Go look.
Sarah says, "Oh, hold on one second." Michelle says, I noticed some niche groups fight a lot. Yes, because they like drama.
Some
and
people
drama
like
begets
drama. Like, so there's certain people that like drama so much, if they're not around drama, if everything's like just normal and copacetic, they get uncomfortable and nervous. Because I have family members who are like that. When things are normal, it makes them uncomfortable and they start wanting to create drama and chaos. Because their inside is drama and chaos. So that's where they feel good. People that are vibrating high on good positive vibes, that makes them feel uncomfortable, and they don't want to be in that because it feels uncomfortable to them to be in that drama, right?
Yep.
When you feel comfortable in drama, you need to look at yourself, right?
Exactly. Sarah says, and content in between each fragment holding truths about that identity as a whole, but only small blip of the larger truth of a person's whole story, which is naturally created into an agglomerate. Well, that's the thing is we are our life's experience.
Yes.
And one of our favorite gurus, in my opinion, Amma, has this saying, there are 7 point whatever billion people. There are 7 point whatever billion worlds. My world, my reality is based off of my life experience and what, you know, all the negatives and all the good and the bad and my viewpoints and perspectives. But you also have to remember that a lot of that is constructed through society and not through your own interpretation and research. And not only until you get older and start questioning a lot more about life, do you realize that, hey, you know, all these things that I learned are constructs. These are constructs that I didn't make from my own opinion. These are things that were forced upon me, or I was built this way because of this. You know, it's so much bigger than it's so fascinating.
Ain't got time for low vibrational peeps. That's right, Bree. We agree.
Cookie says
I have to get up early and go to the gym early to accommodate my earlier work schedule tomorrow.
Well, if you are taking off, we hope you have a great night.
See you and hope you have a good night.
Hey, unapologetically
unapologetically you.
Aw, nice to see you. Finally made it to one of your lives.
You.
That's so awesome. And Christina's still talking. Seriously, right? Chris says that Dodgers game reduced me to
Oh,
thumb
I feel the
tears.
same way, man. I was so freaking upset. I thought we had it in the bag.
Unapologetically, you Bears, you did not tell me nursing school was going to be so busy. Oh my word. Yeah, that's why she didn't do nursing school.
I'm not a nurse, but yeah, nursing school definitely will be busy for sure.
But
I work with plenty of nurses, and nursing school is a full-time commitment. My aunt's also a nurse as well. Well, she's retired, but she was a nurse almost 40 years, 38 years, up in Portland, Oregon.
Well, we had another friend of ours, Yolo Cheesy, who was going to go to school and wanted to do nursing, and you told her
I
she
told
should
her
go do
to
radiology
radiology school. It's less time
because you're going to be on your feet a lot when you're done
and
nursing.
you don't have to babysit patients. You can just take their exams, the CAT scans, MRIs, X-ray, whatever, and then they go back to their room. But nursing, you have more interaction with patients, right? So
Yes.
if you want that interaction with patients all day, and family members, nursing is a good route, and over time you'll make more money over time.
Cookie says, "Are you still dealing with the smoke coming towards you?"
No, I think the fire's like over 50% contained now, and that all the evacuations are done, so that's good. They have a fire line around it, so it's not completely contained, but they have a control over it.
Yeah, and all the evacuation orders have been lifted, which is
Yes.
good.
Thank you.
Totally, Christina. They blocked the freeway for a while, but now we didn't. But we didn't get
the
fire up here.
Yeah, the 14 they blocked it. I heard the 14
Yeah.
and the 5 are gonna be blocked. It's great now because if I come across, scroll up. If I come across a channel and a handful of my favorite subs are following, it's like they really like the content, and I find the positive channels are so strong but relaxed.
Exactly.
Yes.
Lady says, "So much drama out there. Stay away. It's exhausting." Yes.
It's just better just not to entertain it. You know what I mean?
Yes, Wayne. Yes, I do make my own, but I season mine a day before so that the season can go right through the chicken. We do the same thing.
I season the flour really, really heavy with seasoning. And then I put it all overnight, and I keep pressing it into the meat like throughout every couple hours, and the flour really sticks well. So yeah, I learned that trick on TV, one of the cooking shows, Diners, DDD, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Went to this one restaurant, this soul food place, and that's what they said their trick was, to have it overnight in the flour with the seasoning. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that. Aces.
And poor Christina got busted at work being on her phone, so I gotta go.
All right, love you, girl. Sorry.
See you soon, girl. Unapologetically you. I highly dislike drama, and it's so funny because I have a beauty channel which people often expect drama, but that's absolutely opposite of what I'm into. But I choose to spread positivity. Yes. That's what you need to do. Like, but you know what? I'm going to be honest. Like, there's certain channels out there like Jeffree Star, that James Charles. They're all about the drama. And people like that. But that's not where we live. And I would rather have a smaller group of people living at a higher vibration, hanging out with us, than 10 million friggin' people who are all shit talking each other.
Yeah, and you're putting that energy out to the world. So if you're putting a bunch of negativity and drama and BS out to the world, that's what's going to be reflected back to you. And you're like perpetuating that out to the world. So for however many views, is that really worth putting that kind of negative energy out into like a mass amount, especially when you have a platform and people have huge channels and they're perpetuating drama? It just seems like it's just not worth it in the end.
Yeah.
For any freaking reason. And it's going to be bad karma back on you. You know, it's going to be on a mass scale too, considering you're putting all that drama from your high platform and you have all these, supporters who are watching.
Exactly.
Right? And you're putting out this negativity.
And
that's a tricky one.
Gemma says, I'm listening, still here.
Oh, good to see you, Gemma Bear.
Kathy.
What's up, Swamp Queen? What's up with our girl? How you been? Are you feeling better?
And Kicking with Ben says, hello, I just got back from Jordan's Woodworking. Well, nice to meet you, Kicking with Ben. How's it going? How are you doing?
It's good to see you.
Some people saying hello. Here but cooking.
What are you cooking, Dollface? I'm sure you're cooking something good. She's always cooking good shit all the time.
Cookie says, thank God. Ryan and Kathy says, be safe. Those fires must be pretty scary to deal with.
Yeah, it smelled horrible here.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Sarah says, yes, that's true. There are millions and millions of fragments that naturally construct each other. Beautiful, unique human identity through space and time and reality. The process is phase one. Yes.
So true.
The process is always continuing. Like I said this like years ago that I always looked at my life. I try to go in a straight line and unless somebody else is going 100% parallel, all our lines do is cross and go in the same direction. for a very short period of time. You know? Fascinating when you look at it that way. For example, nobody's going to be following exactly where I walk, everything I do, every breath, thought, anything.
I recall you saying that you work with nurses. Yes, I do work with nurses. And last time I told you getting accepted. So you did get accepted into the nursing program. So you're loving it.
That's awesome.
That's all that matters. As long as you love what you do, that's the thing people don't realize. Like you're working every single day besides 2 days a week most times. And especially if you're working in the US, you get 2 days off a week and that's it. You better love what you do or why do it, right?
Exactly. Michelle says, unapologetically positivity.
Boom. Yep. Yes, more drama, more view, but it's not worth it. Yes, because you imagine that karma coming back to you for putting all that negativity out there.
Don't do that. Trying to live a good life.
No. Cheers to the good life, right?
Yep.
The good life.
Yes, Dwayne, I tuned the drama out on YouTube because I don't give a damn either.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. And the more you don't engage in it or entertain it, it doesn't inject into your energy field at all. Yes. You know? It doesn't.
And we say that all the time. It's and we see this what you surround yourself with, you become. Absolutely. The people you surround yourself with, the type of energy you put out there, you attract that back. And it's so fascinating to see that exchange of energy between people. And we see the higher vibration and the lower vibration exchanges all the time.
Yep, we do. I'm off you too. Chat soon. Big hugs. Good energy for me. The universe is full of it. All right, girl. Good to see you. Mwah. Have a great night. And tell Bill we said hello. And happy Thanksgiving to you, girl.
Yes, and your family.
We hope you're having something awesome to eat tomorrow.
Wanda says tacos.
Yum. We could eat Mexican food literally when I met her, she didn't like Mexican food that much. When I first met you.
No.
You're like, oh, Mexican food. And now, she wants it more than I want it.
I love Mexican food. I'm very particular on what I like, though.
She likes
torta.
Yeah.
Kathy says, I am feeling better. Some days am cooking. We'll listen.
Oh.
Well, we're glad that you're feeling a little bit better.
How's Nana Pam doing? Have you talked to Sister Wife? Is she doing all right?
Well, it was nice to see her pop in. Well, just so that she knows it's a safe space here because Mr. Breeze was blocked unless he's coming out on another account. So,
especially since he supposedly disrespected our sister wives.
You disrespect a sister wife, you disrespect us.
That's right.
Michelle says it's so true. When you keep having amazing people come into your life, you know that you are projecting some good.
Yes, because it's reflecting back at you, right? Exactly.
Unapologetically.
I would love to see more sick days
and vacation days
for the working class. Future petition for more vacation days. So essential for physical and mental health. So many people. Yes, right? Yes. Because this is what they want. They want you constantly a slave to the system. And they're projecting. So your time off, the little time you have, you're so tired. You're sitting in front of a TV eating garbage, processed food because you're too tired to cook because you have no time, right? So you're watching on TV, them telling you all these things. Well, you should have a BMW. You should have this. Your teeth aren't white enough. Your hair isn't long enough. You should get this. You should, ask your doctor about this prescription medication. Maybe you need it. If you're getting headaches, backaches, this, you should probably ask your doctor about this. They're constantly telling you something that you need that you don't have. If you notice that, there's constantly billboards. This, you need this. You need this. If you decide that I don't need any of this crap, I just need what I need to basically live and have a comfortable life, but no more. That's when you're taking power back, being you're taking your power back, right?
But the problem is that the Industrial Revolution has made people so codependent on the machine, on the process.
No, you're codependent on things, belongings, and you become either in debt or these things are so expensive, even if you pay cash for them. They're so expensive, you have to keep being a slave to the system.
Yes.
Because if you don't, how can you afford all these things, right? You go bankrupt, you'll hire all your credit. There's all these things that will happen to you if you do these things, right? So they have it set up. So you're so dependent, but you're so tired. You have no days off except a couple days a week. Okay. So barely get your laundry, your shopping, your basic things. Even if you have to go an eye exam or the dentist, you have to do all these things in 2 days, right?
And by the time you've literally done all the shit that you need to get done,
You got to
on
get
the
ready.
weekend, you're
gotta
right
get ready
back
again.
to Monday.
Sunday night, you're all stressed
Or
out. For
whatever
people
day
who
you start
work, you know,
work.
Monday through Friday, all stressed out. Like, oh God, I got to go back again, right?
So where do you really get to take a break? You don't.
You don't. But
And
they
even
don't want
then-
you to take a break.
But
That's
even
the
then,
thing.
no, most people aren't working 5 days a week now. Most people are working 6 days a week,
Or they have 2 jobs.
or 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Now I have a question. Have any of you guys seen the documentary from was it Roger Moore? Sorry,
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. It's Where to Invade Next.
Really good movie.
Unapologetically you. If you have not seen Where to Invade Next, you should, because it shows, for example, like people in Italy, they're like, oh my God, we love that we get like
a
3
month
months
off.
we get a month off to go here
6
and do
weeks off
whatever.
a year.
Yeah.
We're like, what?
And it's all paid vacation too.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
Yeah. Sarah says, the next 3 phases consist of a transition from natural identity construction, how we are formed as individuals simply by existing and experiencing life experimentally, to deliberate identity construction. Yeah, and that starts right at birth. That identity construction starts right at birth. The only time we are 100% on our own volition is we're in that womb.
Yeah, and be controlled by, you know,
the food that
the
we're being
small
eaten.
womb.
Yep.
LOL sister wives. Yes.
Yes. Lots of sister wives.
Lots of your Aussie sister wife, right?
The Aussie sister wife. Yes, when that tongue rolls had me melting. Well, when you're from Canada, if you're from the east coast of Canada, chances are you might speak French or your family speaks French. And a lot of French, it's a Romance language like Spanish, so the R's get rolled a lot. So like, for example, if you're going to say to stop, like if you want to stop, arrête. It's to stop in French, arrête.
But when you say torta, the way you say it,
torta.
they know you're white.
They know I'm white.
They know.
I
can get away with it.
They think I'm making fun of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not. It's because I can't
get away with
any other way.
You can't get away with it.
I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I can't say it any other
Gotta
way.
go positive vibe, people. Thanks. Great to see you, girl.
See you.
Mwah.
Mwah.
It's great to see you, Michelle. We hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you so
And
much
we hope
for
you have a great
hanging
day
out.
at work as well. Anna Pam is good. People on other channels.
Some people on other channels. Oh.
Okay. Some people on other
yeah,
channels.
mate. Aussie speak.
What's
Hey, Romeo. How's
up,
it going?
Romeo? How are you?
Torta. Do you
There
see
he
started
is.
laughing?
There he is.
Because you know damn well how funny that sounds coming out of a gringo's mouth, for sure.
Every time she calls up the Mexican food
You get
place,
embarrassed.
if she says normal, she says torta. They think she's saying tacos.
No,
so they
think
never
I'm
get it right.
saying
But she'll say it the other way, the way you say it,
torta.
like that, and they think you're like making fun of them. So then
I'm not.
I have to call an order because otherwise, yeah.
She gets embarrassed, but they can't see us. They're
making our food, yo. Oh,
well, they never make it right. So I don't
that's
think
true.
it
They
even
always
matters.
put lettuce on our crap, cheese.
Stuff that we're like, we have to literally take pictures and send it to them. Like
to the manager, she has his personal text phone number.
I'm like, listen,
Say,
Luis.
once again, there is more lettuce
on my
on
sandwich.
our torta.
On the torta. Other channels told stalkers to back off. He did have not seen him in a bit. I'm so laughing. Other channels. Yeah, everybody else told him to back off. We told him to back off, but he outed himself. Like, he's like, I know who this is, but I'm like, see ya.
That's true freedom from having
time to
actually care about your family, yourself, your own interests. Where to invade next? We'll watch it. Yes.
You will enjoy it very much.
It shows different countries of different people and how long they have time off, and won't spoil the film, but shows their style of life compared to Americans. And you're just like, wow. Because literally, like you said, Canadians like work to live, but we like live to work right here. Like the Americans live to work. Like it's just always about more.
We work just so we can go out hunting and fishing and boating and camping and all that fun
drinking
stuff.
Beer
and
for
drinking
the
beer for the Canadians. That's all we want. We just want enough money to relax and enjoy our lives and be drunk in a stupor. Well, now they can all smoke pot legally because it's 100% legal there.
Butters is not a gringa.
J.S. Dwayne, I love that RV video. Yeah, because we become big kids.
Thanks, J.S. Dwayne. We appreciate that. That. I'm telling you, that day was really hot. And we were walking around for like 5 hours that day and getting
was
that
crazy.
video. Like we had so much film and video to go through and trying to like make sure there's no one in the RV while we're trying to like film everything. Like it was crazy. When
Thank
you're
God.
vlogging, you got to plan out, like you got to have opening, you got to have a closing, you have to have like all this stuff throughout. You got to show everything you're trying to show. It's like a whole production. And we had to edit that video.
Oh
It
my
took us
God.
like 13 hours of editing.
It
for
was so
that
much
video.
fun to edit, though. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a lot of fun because we freaking did a lot of funny things.
Yep, we did.
Sarah says, love your input. Phase 2 is a classification of the fragments composing the development of that identity. To study, characterize, list, understand every detail of the self with throughout the documentation used. But a lot of times people aren't going to take the time at a young age to they're too busy getting to know who they are as human beings. Like, I'm 44 years old. I'm going to tell you, I had no idea who I was in my 20s. It took my 20s for me to understand that my 30s, I knew who I was by my early to mid 30s. Because usually by the time you're 18, a lot of times if you're typical, you're leaving the home early. But now people are staying at home a lot later, like in their 30s now.
Yeah, I left home or my mom's house at 17 and I left my dad's at 18, 17 and a half. 17 and a half.
And you're too busy fighting to figure
So
out
I've
just
been
to
out of the
survive.
house a long time. Long time.
Which is interesting, Sarah, because it kind of ties into part of our conversation, the construct that we live in order to of what our societal beliefs, norms, and all that stuff are. We live it every single day. We all have to have jobs. We all have to pay bills. We're all expected to want more.
Yeah,
So
and if you
that's all
don't,
part
you're
of it.
homeless on the streets. So you're
Yep.
forced to. You have no options unless you like win the lotto or have, parents like Bill Gates or something, right?
And hey, Chino Noso.
Chino Noso.
Ijazy?
Chino.
We're just gonna call you Chino.
Chino,
Nice
welcome.
to meet you. Where are you
Where
from?
are you from? I love tortas.
Have you
ever
tried
tried sopas?
sopes?
Amazing. Not the healthiest pick, but yes, I've eaten them before. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And Sarah says to conduct a final read through of all in details in chronological order and rapid sequence.
So you're gonna read through your whole your whole book.
Bree says we can what? We can smoke pot here now. And in Canada you can.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going,
what's
girl?
going on, girl? It's good to see you.
You're not late. The party's still going on. We're only 1 hour and
11. You
minutes.
came in at 1:11 in. That's crazy.
That's right. One of those magical
numbers just for you, girl. So
he outed himself to you. I am so really laughing now. Absolutely, Kathy.
Yes.
Absolutely. Sarah says all mapping out a conceptual framework of how all the details are related and grouped and shared. Wow. It's really interesting because it's like putting the way a lot of people look at their life and analyze it into a tangible perspective,
It's okay. You can call me Chino. How are you ladies doing? We're doing well.
How are you
doing,
Chino?
And where are you from in the world?
We always love finding out where everybody's from. New
people come in, we want to find out where everyone's from. Great point. It's been hard for me to accomplish this task and often feel like genuine fight for my soul, especially since I've been doing it from maintaining a full-time job. Wow. What do you normally do? What is your full-time job, or like what field are you in?
And the other thing too is because you have to have that full-time job and probably other obligations in your life, people don't have the time to sit down and really truly go inwards.
Because you don't have the people don't have the time.
Which is why
there's also distractions. Even when they do have the time, like a free amount of time or watching TV or something else, they're not just sitting there in like self-introspection, right? Because you're already so tired from your day, or your children, or your family, or other obligations, People think that just your work job is just all you have to do. The household is a whole nother job in itself. When you have a house, like that's a whole. We have freaking grass that we have to mow. We have wood we have to chop for winter. We have to do all of our own cleaning. We don't have a cleaning lady or anything like that, right? There's anything that comes up that has to be fixed. Our cars always need to have maintained, to get them washed. Like there's all these things you have to do all the time. Pay bills, go to the post office, go to the grocery store, Costco, Trader Joe's, Dollar Tree, Vallarta. You know, there's all these places you have to go, which takes so much time.
You said Trader Joe's. Maybe James and Mark are lurking now.
If the bathtub is done, then maybe.
And Chino says, I'm doing good. Thank you.
It's true about your 30s, knowing your true self. I'm more alert now. I agree.
Yes.
I feel like my 20s, especially my early 20s, I was trying to just find who I was. Because when you're under your parents' like rule, like you have to be like who they tell you you should be. You have all these expectations from them that are put on you. And then when you like leave the house, like all of a sudden you're discovering like who the hell you are. And that takes years to even discover. So I feel the same way, JS20. Like when I hit my 30s, I felt like, okay, I understand so much more about myself now from going through my 20s. You know?
And like, because I've got 10 years on you, I always say like my 30s were the best years of my life because I knew I kind of like you come into your own in your 30s, and by your 40s, you better know yourself, because if you don't know yourself by your 40s, you're going to be a hot mess the rest of your life.
A hot mess.
It's true, because like by the time of your 40s, you really like, yeah, you can reinvent yourself.
Or then you like turn to those people in their 60s, which people we know,
yes,
who are still like doing the same repetitive cycles. Like there's someone in my family who repeats the same repetitive cycles over and over and over, and he's a grown man. And it's like, I've seen you repeat these patterns since I was a kid, and you're still repeating the same patterns. Like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? But I guess people don't always recognize the patterns, right? I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, that is awesome.
Live in New York.
Okay,
wow.
So Chino, we've been watching this show 90 Day Fiance, and we've been watching this couple. One of them was Akini she's from Nigeria. And they said that there they have a bride price. Is that true, that they have a bride price within some of these communities that and then once you pay that bride price, you're legally married in Nigeria?
We didn't know that. You're legally married after that. So that would like, that's awesome. Like we want to know, like it's awesome we're meeting someone from there who could answer the question.
Sarah works in genome sequencing.
Wow.
That is
You probably had to have a really, what kind of degree do you have? You probably have to have like a master's for that, huh?
Definitely in some type of, what do you have, like molecular science? Like I'm assuming like some type of molecular science to do genome sequencing. Hey, Drone Man Productions.
Drone Man Productions, Joe.
Joe, it's me, Joe at Drone Man. How you doing? Joe, now, Drone Man, we know a lot of people who have drones, and we're just like afraid that they're just too expensive to get a good drone. Like if you crash it
somewhere and then it's just gone, like, I don't know. I just feel like very, like, I don't know much about them. Maybe you can inform us.
Tasty.
What's up, Tasty? It's good to see you, girl.
Oh my God, what time is it? It's got to be midnight. What are you doing,
How is the RL treating you? How have you been?
We were saying today, actually yesterday when we were eating shrimp, how friggin' lucky you are to have like a hookup.
Well, last night when I was eating shrimp and dipping broth, I made shrimp and dipping broth. The garlic butter sauce was bomb. And I had steamed broccoli on the side. I had brown rice, and then I had rolls from Vallarta for the dipping. And I said I can't eat shrimp and broccoli without thinking of her.
I know.
Like it's impossible. And I started thinking about, and I said to Butters, I said how lucky she is that she works at the RL, can get good discounts on seafood, and how awesome that is.
I know.
So we were just speaking of you last night at dinner, talking about our girl.
KJ, what do you have for Thanksgiving in Canada? Turkey ham or moose for the main meat?
Moose.
Well, moose season, I don't think it's for
KJ,
a little bit longer.
Baby Bree, let us know what you're eating tomorrow and what you and Twin Win decided to cook.
And Chino says, yes, that is true.
You missed a comment. I love me some Dollar Tree. Yeah, us too. We get all of our Crystal Geyser water from there.
Ree says, to be honest, life scares me and worries me. Life is quite the journey. But you know what? The truth, the saying is 100% true. And maybe you don't have enough distance on, like because I know you're younger.
She's 24.
You're 24. You're still younger. To me, I'm 44. Like I could have a child your age. So like I keep saying, like life is what you make it, and it can either you can either have hell on earth or heaven on earth.
Well, yeah, like Osho, he said like Earth, it can be your heaven or your hell. We decide every single day what we want it to be, right?
Kathy says, BB, do you guys have a baby chainsaw? I do. You know how I love to cut stuff.
Yeah, we have a chainsaw.
We don't have a baby chainsaw. We
have a
real chainsaw.
My uncle gave it to us. We were so stoked because he didn't use it anymore. He's like, oh, you guys can have it. We're like, no, that's crazy, because we were going to buy one. and then we ended up not buying one with that gift card.
Yes.
And we bought a Christmas tree with it instead.
Tina says they have a bride price.
So it's
That's
true.
fascinating.
Wow.
Now, is that because it's more, is that just like typical Nigerian law across the board? Is that more because there's still like small tribal groups within Nigeria? Because I'm so fascinated in learning all these different facets about the world. So if I sound ignorant, it's because I really just don't know.
And living in New York, how long have you lived in New York? And are you like, do you love the US compared to living in Nigeria? Or is it just so extremely different?
Sarah says, I have a bachelor's degree in zoology, actually.
Wow,
That's awesome.
nice. That's awesome.
That is cool.
That's cool.
Cutie says it's pee break.
Pee break time. We always catch you when you're at the bathroom, girl.
Unapologetically says it is. My best friend is from Nigeria.
Really? So it is true. Wow. If you don't, the bride price, you aren't married.
Wow.
Oh, so they can decide whatever amount it is and you just have to pay it. That's it.
Drone Man Production says, tell your daughter once you hit 25, it all goes fast from there. And you will be at our age in a flash. Well, we don't have children.
We don't have daughters.
We will never have children. But if I did have children, I would be telling them that once it hits 25, it's go time.
Fast from there. And she will be, yeah. Right? I agree. I feel like I just turned 21 and now I'm already in my mid 30s. So I'm just like, oh my God.
Yes, really. I live in upstate New York, Chino, and I am part Nigerian too. Yoruba people. Cutie. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys both live in New York.
I'm so happy you guys think of me when you guys eat shrimp and broccoli.
I do. I can't think of anyone else but you eating shrimp and broccoli. And I always think she would love this dish.
I know.
She would love this dish.
You would love it. Now, when we eat broccoli, when we steam it, like I'm a big person, I'll put a little bit of butter in it, vinegar, and some garlic salt and pepper.
That's how we like to eat it.
Yep.
And I steamed it like al dente, so it still had like some, not like crunch, but texture to it. It was bomb.
Drone Man says, I crashed a few drones, but I have insurance and I get them back.
Really?
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that you can insure them. Wow.
That's cool. That's good to know. What
Jeff Stones, we will have the stuff Americans have pretty much. Gotcha. All right, what dish are you making, Brie? Because I know you said you and Twin Win were making like a broccoli salad dish. Remember she said that?
Yes. Now, growing up in Canada, one dish we never had at the dinner table for Thanksgiving was anything to do with sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes, and I make a mean sweet potato casserole dish.
You do, but I don't eat
like
sweet potatoes.
With candied pecans. I candy them myself. Bomb.
And Reese says, Butters and Bears, I see you guys as my beautiful blonde sisters, and I have so much respect for you guys.
Well, you can be our Japanese sister wife. How about that?
Yeah, our Japanese
Will
sister
you be
wife.
Our honorary Japanese sister wife?
Well, we'll ask you. Bears and Butters, you're not 45. You're very young looking, and your daughter. This isn't my daughter.
Oh
This is my wife.
So I must look really young.
This is my wife. Like,
we're only 10 years apart.
This is Time Lord. Oh my God, TARDIS is malfunctioning. How did I get here? Well, you obviously came to a place.
Time Lord, what's
you know
going
what?
on?
Well, TARDIS wanted you to come to the right place and have some positive vibes today. So TARDIS dropped you off in the right spot. There's no malfunctions. TARDIS never malfunctions.
Okay. It is that is obtainable because if you don't see the bride. If they don't pay to see, it's not going to be married. Gotcha.
Interesting.
More now, like 21. 21. Butters and Bears Twin Win wanted to make this
lemon orange bundt cake. I was against the bundt, but I let her.
So, okay, what does she make?
A lemon orange bundt cake.
That sounds amazing, Brie. Why won't you be okay with that? I would be okay with that. I'd be like, yes, I want some lemon orange bundt cake. That sounds amazing. We make bundt cake. We made a chocolate bundt cake for my grandparents. They loved it.
And it was a mayonnaise cake.
Because they wanted a mayonnaise cake. I was like, fine, I'll make you a mayonnaise cake.
Make you a mayonnaise cake, and we did. Preferred jelly beans. Well, you know what? We don't have any jelly beans.
I wish we did, but that sounds bomb.
I got a mint.
I got a mint.
Want a mint? Here you go, Time Lord.
Timmy Bennett,
how's it going?
Welcome.
And our friend Tomer,
welcome. How are you? It's good to see you. How's your weekend?
How are you guys doing? You guys look great.
Yeah, I do through State Farm.
And I only crashed one drone and had the insurance and I got it back in 3 days.
Wow.
That's awesome. Feck Northside. How's it going, Feck Northside? How's it going?
God, your daughter. I know, right?
right?
We got told that before one place, and I told the guy, I said, I don't think she would be effing her daughter.
Yeah.
And then he turned bright
He
red.
didn't know what to say.
And he never made that mistake ever again. Every time he saw us, super nice, so excited to see us.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be having sex with my daughter. Yeah. Sarah says, anyhow, once the identity fragments are mapped out into a full understanding of the self, phase 3 is the creation of a higher, clear, and personalized system, method, way of life, directly based on. But once you come to the realization that what we are living in is a program paradigm, and we can start to think for ourselves, and we start taking care of others. You can exit the matrix. And yes, you mentally. Can either take the blue pill or the red pill.
Red pill.
Feck Northside, like and share. Thank you so much.
Yes, you guys in here like our live. We really appreciate it. So thank you guys very much. And Feck, thanks for saying that.
Thank you. And Danky says, laugh my ass off, mom and daughter.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Japanese sister wife. Yes.
Yes. Well, tell all your friends.
Oh my God. But I'm telling you, we're going to we have more than like 2 handfuls of sister wives coming up.
So what? More the merrier.
If the men can do it, so can we.
That's right. All these guys can have multiple wives, so can we.
Drone man, I'm sorry. I thought you were mom and daughter. I was wrong. Sorry. No worries. It's okay. We're not offended at all.
We do have an age gap. So
yeah, we do. Like
it's understandable.
Right now, it is
10 years. 33.
No, right now it's 11.
33 and 40. 33 and 44.
Yes. 34. Hey, Adventures with B and L. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Unapologetically says, I love sweet potato casserole. If you want to share the recipe, I'd appreciate it.
Yes.
She's got a good recipe for sure.
I'll probably do them for Thanksgiving or before that.
Time Lord. Okay, that's the way it normally works. Yeah, well, that's TARDIS just drops you off wherever the hell it wants to drop you off. And today it dropped you off here. Sarah, the study of that identity, the way of life, is uniquely suited for the multifaceted identity of an individual. But that's the thing. It's such a unique experience, and life is so like you can't sum up any other person's life into any other experience other than their own. It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Until you walk in someone else's shoes, you can never understand their perspective either, right?
Yeah. Like,
so
I could write a book on Bears' life, but that may not necessarily be completely true.
Or if not from my perspective, it's from your perspective,
exactly.
Right? So it's just like, perspective is 90% our reality.
Exactly. Gina says, love chocolate cake with mayo in it. This cake was really good.
My grandparents loved it. And we put like cocoa powder in it for the chocolate and then the mayo instead of oil, and they loved it.
Kidney Jerk says, because I can't bake, I was stuck zesting and juicing lemons.
Oh, zesting is no joke. When you got a grate on the grater, zesting.
Time Lord says, yup on the mint. See, I knew you would like something. We may not have had jelly beans, but we had something. The universe said you wanted a mint instead.
A mint.
Danky says you look way younger than 44. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I agree. She does. Great.
Feck Northside, great. Both red and blue. Whoops.
Oh, the red pill, the blue pill, both.
Exactly.
You look like
Joman,
twins,
you look
girls.
like twins. Great save. You went from mother and daughter to twins.
Twins. Oh my God, that's funny.
Too much fun, guys. Now, Drone Man, if you were to recommend an inexpensive drone that has a relatively good camera that you're not worried about sound.
Yeah, that we don't have to hook up our like GoPro to or our phone to. Like, what would you recommend since you're really knowledgeable?
And we're not talking about like $1,000 drone or $500 drone. Like something like $100 or less.
Yeah, not something crazy expensive, but not something that's garbage that's like not going to get good shots either.
Exactly.
Because then like, why waste your money if it's not going to work?
Yeah, like why get a drone footage if it's just going to go the whole time, right?
Now thinking back, my brother sold a drone a while ago. I should have bought, but we weren't doing any YouTubes.
Right?
I would never like had any reason to buy it.
Hindsight, right?
Remember, I told you he's selling his MacBook Pro a while back for like 800 or 900.
I know.
A long time ago, but I wasn't even like using the.
No, because we still use my computer all the time, my desktop. JS Dwayne, daughter, mother, I don't see it. I don't think we look anything alike except for blonde hair.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you saw a picture of my mother, you would be like, God, you look a lot like your mother.
Yeah, you do. Neither JS.
Time Lord, 1 billion.
Poor drone. Fascinating phase
for his utilization of the self-created holistic system method way of life to singularly accomplish the one things most desired to be accomplished by the end of one's life. But you know what? Do you know that 9 times out of 10, most people don't even realize what was important in life until the last
Until the
months
end.
of their life?
Because only hindsight's so 2020, right? So like they have all these regrets, but without, a comparison or like an opposite, you would never understand it. So that's like a huge conundrum of life as it is,
Yep.
right? We only understand things through a matter of opposites.
Or experience.
Hey
Hote Bach!
Hote Bach,
Hold on, I gotta
welcome.
see what he's saying. I gotta see what Hote Bach is saying here.
I would recommend the DG. Are you listening?
Yes.
I would recommend the Digi Spark that costs around $400, but that's what I would recommend because other drones would take grainy BS vids
and pics.
So like minimum, it would be like $400. Which is a crazy amount of money.
Yeah, especially right now. But you know what? You give it a couple years, or you take a look on
or you buy
like
a used
Craigslist.
one, maybe a used one.
And Hote Bach says, "Hello to friendships for the first week of the United States. Have a lot of luck in life." Well, we always love to see you, Hote Bach. Hote Bach does a lot of fishing. They work in a fishing area where they are in Vietnam. They just ended up getting some new puppies recently. It was so cute seeing you pick up the little puppies. The little black and white puppy.
Yeah, it was cute.
And the beige ones.
Yep.
Yeah, the DJI Spark. I heard about that one before. That was pretty cool. Sarah Sparks, the thing imaginable, thereby establishing a clear and overcharging purpose, the official meaning to one's life on this earth, and the final concept through which all thought and actions are now directed. It's, you know what? It's so interesting because it's like a structured way to get to that point, but you only get to that point. You can't say that like at 5 years old, I'm going to be at here in life. And 10 years old, I am going to be exactly here at life. And this is where I'm going to be at 30. That's the beautiful thing that I think about life is that we come to these realizations about things in different ways, different patterns, different orders, different sequences. And we hope that we all get to that same point of realizing that life is really beautiful. And the more we give, the more we get out of life. And to me, that's the ultimate message is the more you give, the more you get out of life. So if you give joy and happiness and peace and comfort and like an ear to listen to other people, a lot of times you'll get that back to you tenfold later on in life. So it's not about keeping track of what you're getting or what you're not getting. It's just letting it go with the flow and just continuing to, go with that high vibration. And she says it's directed at all times and in all environments. Do you know what? That sounds like you're trying to like very technically explain a spiritual awakening. When people come into this sense of awakening, where they come to this moment, they're like, the system is broken. What I've been taught is a lie. There's something more about life and I'm going to figure it out. Now it's time for me to go down this massive rabbit hole and figure it out. And we've already been down that rabbit hole. Bears has spent countless hours and months and years doing a lot of research. She's gone through her own spiritual awakening back in 2012. So like there's a lot. It's pretty crazy. And if everyone performs these 4 tasks, they will discover the purest meaning of their life. It's really important that other people share and break the paradigm of what we are believed is to be the meaning of life. Because my meaning of life could be completely different than someone else's meaning of life. I'm translating Hote Bach. Have you guys been in this country during this season? Hote Bach, we have never been to Vietnam, but we would love to see there and we would love to visit someday. Unapologetically lady, unapologetically you ladies have a good evening. Gotta go. Hugs. Well, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate that. We hope you have a fabulous week. A food for life. I agree, Butters. It's true. There's just so many different things as like, I have grandparents who were born in like the early 1900s. Their way of life and their perspective of life was at a very micro level. They didn't have to look at the world at a big perspective like it is now because you lived only in your community. You didn't have a telephone you could pick up and call or an internet that you could friggin' send an email halfway across the world. You wanted to get a message, it was through the friggin' post office. That was it. So The world was a different place. And if you look at all the different types of things, people are stuck on their phones. I said within the next 20 years, children are going to be born with their heads bent down. They're going to be born like this because all they do is stare at their phones and they don't know how to look at anything. Drone Man says, Bears and Butters, I can tell you other drones, but you would hate me. So get a DJI Spark. That's my recommendation. But there are others that I won't recommend. You know what? I'm absolutely okay with that, whatever you recommend, because I would rather somebody say, this is a good model to have, and this is the reason why, and this is why these ones aren't. And you be firm in that, than say, oh, well, you could get this, but it's really a piece of trash and it's wasting of your money, but you might like it. You know, we appreciate that type of honesty and candidness. So thank you very much. Thank you. Time Lord, take time. Yes. Take time. You got to take time to go inward. You know, Time Lord, I could totally see you as being one of them types of real chill people that like to sit back and relax and just go to a different place in your mind, on the flow. You know what I'm saying? I totally could see that, Time Lord. Danky says, putting my bong down. What are you going to get into Om position for a couple minutes? So, Time Lord, where are you from? Because we see you around all over the place. Like, I've seen you pop into other people's channels too. Drone Man says the Spark is a selfie drone that you can use hand gestures to control it with your hand, like the Force in Star Wars. Now, does it come with an actual controller, or can you use a phone, or? And like the other thing too is like, what type of range can you get with these? Can you only fly them like a couple hundred yards? Can you fly them for a half a mile? How strong are these antennas when they get to the range? Do they just keep going? Like, I'm curious, like what types of safety precautions to make sure these things don't like blow back, right? Ree says, every time when I hear my grandma talk about her stories, it really warms my heart. I love video calling her and chatting about anything. You know what? That's the thing is, if you have questions to ask your grandmother, take the time and ask her now. I lost all my grandparents before I was even 26 years old. So all my grandparents are gone. So in all fairness, like there's, especially being older now, there's a lot of questions and a lot of things that I really wish I would have asked. Like, what type of recipes were important to you? What types of family traditions did you have? You know, what was it, understanding those things will help you understand where you come from a lot more. And if you don't and if you don't ask them now, that time will slip away.
Yep.
So, yeah. Gina says, sorry, Butters, I was drinking my tea, but well, one quick strike. Yeah, we had some moron in here making some comment about gays going to hell. I reported them and banned them. What a big effing deal.
I could just laugh. I can just
you can
laugh.
come in here and say the gays are going to hell. All I can say is like,
I'll give you a little Bible verse for you, okay? Because I grew up Christian my whole life and I had plenty of time memorizing verses and this and this and this. So the Pharisees asked Jesus, when is this you talk of this kingdom of heaven, this kingdom of God? When is this coming? When are we going to see it tangible? He said, you're not going to see it. Lo here, lo there. The kingdom of heaven is within. You'll never see it. It's within. So if Jesus himself said that, that's right from the Bible. So you might want to contemplate that.
Yep.
You might want to contemplate that. Within is heaven, right? Not somewhere we're going. Somewhere within.
Exactly.
Like Osho said, earth can be your heaven or your hell. We decide every single day.
Sarah says, throughout this process in creating my personal system, I have found the most elusive answers to one of my greatest questions. What I want most out of anything imaginable. Here's a really fabulous question for you, Sarah. And I'm going to tell you because I have, like I said, I'm in my mid 40s now. What you want in your 20s, what you want in your 30s, what you want in your teens, what you want in your 40s, they can be completely 100% different than you would have ever expected 10 years before.
Oh, I agree.
So what the question is instead of what do I want out of life, maybe the question should be is what do I want out of life right now? Because you only have the now. You only have the present.
Yeah, the
So
moment.
what now? What do you want the most? To me, I want to help people. I like to do good things. I like to help people, spread positive energy, and we talked
Live a
about that.
simple, happy life, help people, try to be a good influence, right? Yeah.
Gina, tea is perfect for the season here right now, right?
Yes.
Tomer, I adore your laughing.
Now, Ree, have you been to the Japanese Cherry Blossom Festival? Is that anywhere near you, or is it not near you?
And Tomer, what are you doing right now where you're at?
Yeah,
Like,
what are
what's
you
new and
doing right
exciting?
now?
Because you're always like, we know that you travel once in a while here and there.
Really enjoy this sesh, seeking truth and being awakened. Wish more people would be open to this thought process, living in peace and harmony with one another. Yes, and
Yes.
creating, like through creativity, we all have our own unique creativity that's not the same as anyone else. Even a painter, you look at one person's painting of something as someone else's, it's going to be variation, right? So
Exactly.
everyone has their own unique creativity. There's no reason that we can't create. What we create, we can barter for other things that we need. That's an idea where you can actually do what you want and create and still be able to have the things
Mm-hmm.
that you need to live. But this is, some people thinking ahead of the time. So it's like when I'm saying these things, people now are like, "What the f are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But I see it as like a vision or like something that we could be and we used to be. So there's no reason we couldn't be in the future. Industrial revolution is not. It's not been that long compared to how long humans have been here. If you really think about it.
No, last 200 years. Sarah says it's sixfold with an overarching singular goal. You know what the overarching singular? I'm a very analytical person too, so I'll analyze the crap out of your theory. Trust me, I've always been like that. That's what you do when you're like an analyst. You analyze things and you look at things in different perspectives.
Yes, life is always a surprise. Yes, and
Yes.
every time you think it's going one way, the universe always like throws us a curveball and like, nope, I guess we're going this way.
Mhm.
Nope, I guess we're going this way. You just got to go with the flow because if you fight the waves, man, you're gonna drown. The universe wants you to go somewhere. It's gonna keep letting you know that's where it wants you to do, right?
Joman says you can fly it for about a mile away, and yes, you can use your smartphone to control it. It's a very smart drone, and DJI is the best in drones, but it's the best. But the best is
So
hand
is it very
gesture.
hard to learn how, like for instance, us never driving a drone? Is it user friendly to where like how long do you think it would take us to even learn how to properly fly it so we could do filming? Like a couple month learning curve,
Couple weeks,
couple weeks?
days.
Like we really have no idea.
And the other thing too is where we live in California, you get a little bit higher in elevation and you get really erratic winds because of all the different wind streams that come in through the mountains.
In the valley,
So
yeah.
Ree says, yes, it's everywhere during the spring.
Nice. So that's cool.
And Droman says the DJI Spark is the best little drone for you gals because it's small and it shoots in 1080 and check it out. I'll definitely do some research into that because like I work in tech
If we can
and I
find
like
a
that
used
stuff.
one maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now I'm drinking my coffee and checking hotels in Morocco.
Wow,
I'm traveling next
nice.
week.
Now, are you
Ooh.
traveling for business or for family or pleasure? Why are you going to Morocco? But that's freaking awesome.
Now, are you from Morocco or
Because we thought you were from Jordan.
But I think he's from Morocco.
He might be from Morocco. Danky said beers and butters inspire me.
Aw.
Well, you inspire us. All the stuff you say to all those people and like you definitely inspire us. We always say Danky has the biggest balls in Colorado.
He totally does. That'd be one of your merch ideas. Danky the Clown, biggest balls in all
It'll
Colorado.
say Danky the Clown on front. It'll have his cap hat and his little smoking thing. And on the back, it'll say biggest balls in Colorado.
Or a picture of him behind bars with his head sticking out with the bars. And it says biggest balls in Colorado. La Junta Police Station.
Right?
Sarah says, I love your analysis. It's really helpful. Trust me.
Well, you're very helpful to us
Yes.
too, so thank you.
Because it's interesting because
to learn different people's perspectives,
Yep.
right?
I just got back from Israel and I shot tons of videos of the Holy Land and Jesus loves all. So please watch them.
That's awesome.
We will definitely watch them Drone Man Productions for sure, Joe.
That's awesome.
We will definitely write that down to check them out for sure because we like stuff like that. We literally were doing mukbang videos, which we're eating, and we've kind of done more of a big transition over to vlogging. So when we get to see things like drone footage, it's really fascinating.
I agree with you, Bears. I have a bachelor's degree in theology. However, I'm not about picking religion, just open to all. Such is a good chat. I got 4 exams this week. See you next week. Oh, I love you, girl. Mwah.
Mwah. Thank you so
Well,
much
good
for
luck on
hanging
your
out.
exams. And that's awesome that you have a degree in, theology.
That is
That's
awesome. We could talk theology all day
All day
long.
long.
Like we've watched and read and done so much. It's so fascinating.
For fun. I'm in Egypt.
Tomer's from Egypt.
Oh, nice.
That's so amazing.
That's so cool. You're all the way in Egypt and we're talking to you. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's from Egypt, but he's in Morocco.
He's going to Morocco next week.
That's amazing. One of our other friends right now is in Egypt.
You know you want that merch, Danky. You know that merch would be freaking that would be some awesome. The back.
Sarah says, but I've realized that there are things I've wanted which are short-term or superficial, and other things I'm just now realizing that those things I've always wanted and longed for, as long as I could remember, those are the ones I must build my foundation upon. The desires I know for certain will never change. Because they are an essential part of my being. Well, that's the thing, is like they're essential part of your being, because those are the things that you've learned to value throughout the constructs of your own life. Your core values, my core values could be very similar, but they're not going to be 100% the same. And that's the thing, is like,
but your truth is your truth,
exactly.
And my truth is my truth, right? But then there's like other things that are factual and truth too, right? So you can like dive into this like forever rabbit hole.
Because all you can do is
there's certain truths that are like, yeah. But then science is always being discovered. Like they thought the Earth was Bree's favorite. The Earth is flat, right?
Flat
so there's all these things, but back then that was the truth for them, right? But 30 years from now, what we know as truth could be completely different, which guaranteed it will be, right?
And like Lord only knows, like we say even now, like God, it was so much different 10 years ago. It was so much different.
I always notice the prices. Ago. I feel like everything, like, okay, for instance, yesterday the broccoli we bought 1.5 pounds of broccoli, which isn't even that much. And it was literally like almost $5. It was like $4.95. I'm like, for a side dish, just like to cook at home, like it just seems like everything, especially vegetables, are so expensive now.
Tomer says, I enjoy exploring the world around me.
Yes, that's awesome. Especially when like people always want to wait till they're old to like explore the world, but people don't always have good health when they're old. And people like in their 60s, a lot of times they don't want to travel anymore. Like my parents, my uncle, your parents, they don't want to freaking travel anymore as much because they're older and their bodies aren't like as energetic.
My parents worked their whole entire lives to retire early. My mom retired at like 55 and my dad retired at like 57. And my dad's back is so messed up from work. He can't even enjoy to travel. He couldn't even travel and enjoy it because his back he's in so much pain. So you're working and doing nothing but spinning this cog that has nothing to do with your enjoyment of your life. Little fragments of it. Oh, your 1 week vacation is a little bit of personal enjoyment. Oh, your holiday with your family.
But it's more like recovery. It's not really personal enjoyment. It's more like recovery.
Exactly. So all those other times, those 40 minimum hours a week most people are doing at their jobs are nothing but to turn this industrial cog. It's not to really benefit you. It really is not.
Exactly.
I'm from Egypt, but
we wrote your channel down. Hold on, we did write your channel down. Yes,
we did.
Go back to
because the essential part of I read those couple. Yes, and then I didn't read that one. Sarah says, because they are essential part of my being, because she said that the desires for certain will never change.
Yeah. Do you guys, Jess Dwayne said, do you guys get support from the mukbang and the vlog community? Yes, we have both, but it's like some people from mukbang community, they only watch mukbang. But you know, as creators, you don't watch our videos for a certain amount of time. We have to make room for people who do watch our videos. Yes. So we're not going to be commenting on people's videos who don't take the time to do ours. I mean, if it's for a little bit of time or they're going through something, we're going to be understanding. But if it's for long periods of time, we have other people who are giving us time and giving us comments and energy. So we owe that back to them.
That's right.
You know, we still have a good amount of our mukbang people, and we have a lot of vlog people we had met along the way already. Yes. So some of these vlog people we had known along the way, but also some new vlog people. So kind of a mix of both, to be honest.
But like we have noticed since we started going to more vlogs at the mukbang community, it's starting to like drop off a little bit. But at the end of the day, we're getting
more vloggers. But that's the thing, when you're like changing something up, you're going to get more views from your new niche or what you're doing, right?
And Sarah says, yes, that is beautiful. Everyone has their own ultimate purpose. Yes. And you know what? I totally believe the ultimate purpose in life is love, is nothing but love. Like, we are all connected, we are all one, and we all can just love each other regardless of our differences. And yeah, we have, our own viewpoints, but I can have me and us and Wanda and Gina can have a conversation that's super controversial and and heated.
Yeah, like the four of us can all
And the
disagree
next
on
moment,
something.
we're all like, we could all hug each other pretty
And we
much.
all still love each other and care about each other.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't always all agree on everything, but we can still, at the end of the day, that's the point. We can all agree to disagree and
Yes.
still be friends, right?
Yep. And Droman says, Summer, I just watched your channel and gave love for my friend. Yes.
I watched your last vlog about RVs. It's amazing, and you were too funny.
And Dollface wants to know,
Thank
are you guys
you.
doing a mukbang soon?
We'll probably do a throwback one near the holiday, probably.
Yeah.
But not like in the near future.
Yeah, because we got a bunch of vlog footage we need to finish putting out. For
Yeah,
sure.
we have vlog footage, and then we have a whole nother vlog series we're gonna start. So probably not like that soon until maybe like Thanksgiving-ish time. Why do you miss our mukbangs more, Dollface? We're sorry.
Dollface says, do you plan on dressing up for Halloween?
Actually, on Halloween night, a lot of people go live on Halloween night. Is it on a Sunday? Let's see. If it's on a Sunday, we'll probably...
No, it's on a
Okay, it's not on a Sunday.
30th, 31st, right?
On Dollface's birthday. It's not on a...
It's not on a weekend.
It's not on the weekend,
No.
so we will not be going live. There's lots of people who go live on Halloween, plus we have kids coming to the door, so it's just kind of not conducive to us doing a live.
Exactly.
We'll just be handing out candy and pretzels to the kiddies.
And Droman says, Bears and Butters, one of my videos of me at the Dead Sea was incredible in the water, and mud is incredible, so I hope you check that out.
We will. You wrote down your name, and our word is our word.
Yeah,
so.
when we say we'll check out your channel, we'll check out your channel. And Ree says, don't feel pressure to watch other videos, Bears and Butters. Well, it's a give and take circumstance.
This is the thing. You spend time with us on our live. It's, a give and take. We're going to watch your videos. You comment on our videos. We're going to comment on your videos. It's a very nice symbiotic relationship, right? If everyone in the YouTube community was like that, it would be amazing.
Yep.
Because to us, you come to our live, you spend time with us, we owe that back to you, we can't always be at everyone's lives, but we can watch videos,
Sarah says, I love that. It's so true. Love is literally the greatest thing that we have on this earth. And, like they say, it takes one little tiny candle to light up a whole dark room. It's all it takes is one. So imagine a million little candles together.
Like Desmond Tutu, he's saying, the big saying, like, how do you eat an elephant? One piece at a time, right? Yes. Desmond Tutu.
Yeah, we heard that the Dead Sea mud is like because it's so salty that you literally it's like so
I used to have neighbors, Ryan and his wife, that had gone to Israel because she's from Israel, and they had Dead Sea salt that she brought back, and she gave me a whole bottle with it, and I took a bath in it a few times, and it felt like the most amazing bath I ever took. Awesome.
Sarah, then Bree says, love is the greatest force. I agree, Butters. That's right, Bree. Gina, we could get deep quick. Yes.
That's right. Deep, quick. Okay, just wondering. No, I like the vlogs too. Okay, well, we're not everyone has their preference. We understand. Some people like vlogs, some people like mukbang.
Droman says, the Dead Sea is full of body nutrients. It was incredible. And when you watch that vid, you see me go blind from it. My eyes, I washed it out. I bet you that salt totally made you go blind.
Oh man, I bet.
I'd be wearing goggles.
It must have burned so bad, salt in your like that much salt in your eyes. Like even at the regular beach, and you open your eyes, it freaking hurts.
Yep. Ree says, if I love and enjoy watching a channel, I will love watching regardless of what.
Okay, gotcha. So you just like the personalities, you don't care. Okay, gotcha.
And Jeff says, KJ, may the force be with you. JS Twain, see you later, guys. Much love. Have a good week. Well, thank you for hanging out.
Bye, JS Twain. Love you, and we hope you have a wonderful week, and we hope you have some time off or some rest time.
Well, he's working on his video tonight, remember? Yes, so we'll be looking for that.
Yes.
Sarah says, here are the work in progress core objectives of my life associated with the purpose I found by chasing this elusive concept into a corner. She's going to say more, so I'm just going to wait for her to finish that.
You'll see, VC, the salt was so
potent, but you'll see, you get the seagulls, but you will seagulls,
or seagulls or seagulls.
We will see, gals. We'll definitely check that out because we love stuff like that. And the thing is we love learning about the world around us. And the best way to learn about it, like we found vlogs, you're just so informational. Well,
or get
sometimes
to
they're
see
funny.
places like for instance, like Wanda took us on like certain parts of Seattle, like certain things that you see that like, oh, certain parts of where that she lives in her life, right? It's like we get to see, like before you saw us doing mukbang, but now you get to see us like how we act out in like the world and places we go. And same thing with Wanda when she started doing more, and Bree doing more vlogs, right? When she did Toronto.
Yeah, those were fun to watch. And we like seeing you, like you guys are our friends, so it's nice to see
like things about your life, right?
Yeah, and like because we're not superficial people. We're not the type of people who want to have fluff and weather conversations.
No, like we want to know about you. You guys know that.
Yeah, it's not just about us, it's about you guys. We want to know what you guys are doing.
That's Virgo's favorite thing. We want to know about them, right, yes. Virgos? Feisty Oku and Baby Bree.
Right? Feisty Oku. I love that. It cracks me up.
Like, don't ask me anything.
Top of the morning to ya, Feisty Oku.
I can see you're drinking Guinness with like a flannel shirt on.
Oh my God, right?
Give me my stogie.
Oh, and then Sarah says as well, hold on, by chasing the elusive concept in core one, collect everything associated with my identity, all the things elicit specific memories from my childhood, Alice, and adulthood, from all the people I've met and places I've been. I think that's really like I really think the way that you think is very fascinating because
you dissect things in a different
different way, and I can see where you're going with that. But like I said, I'm an analyst, so when you do analytical work, you look at things like I'm able to look at things analytical, especially from a technical perspective, pretty quickly. And it's like it's very fascinating your perspective, and it's like it's a very beautiful perspective for sure.
A very unique for sure.
Yep.
There's a reason why they say let us know.
Yes. Gina, love flannels. Not so much beer.
Yeah, I remember you like. Remember Gina likes wine, right?
She's
wine,
vino.
Spritzers and wine drinks.
So a little bit of Sprite, a little bit of wine. I don't even know what the hell a wine spritzer is.
Like maybe like
soda water and wine.
Wine coolers. I remember as a kid, my dad had like his own fridge in the garage that was just like beer and wine coolers. And my stepmom's was wine coolers, the beer was my dad. And me and my brother would ride our skateboard to the park that was like only a block away. And we'd always be wearing baggy pants or jeans so we could shove a wine cooler in each pocket so we'd go to the park and drink them like we were cool, you know, back in the 90s, right? Early 2000s. Man, those were the days.
Well, I'll tell you, in the early 90s of my life, my parents would go to the camp on the weekend, and me and my brother would be left to our own devices because we had things to do on the weekend. And I was like 16 and driving us, and my mom and dad were taking the truck. So we would have our friends over on like Saturday night, all at the house, and we would get the local guys that we knew down the street. We'd give them a bunch of money and a little bit of tip, and they'd come back with a big 2-liter Barbarian cooler. And I know Bree knows what I'm talking about, Barbarian cooler. If you've never gotten, and bottles of gin because they were cheap, hard alcohol and like inexpensive. Like,
yeah, you said a bunch of Canadians are alcoholics, is what you said.
Yeah, lots of Canadians
big
are
boozers. Big boozers.
Yeah, boozers, eh? You know, like
you know what I thought? The
dog
only
and bub,
and then I asked you the only reason that like it came was because it's so cold up there. You're locked inside. There's nothing to do. Right? They're just going to sit around and drink all day. If it's like freezing, cards. What are you going to do? You can't even walk out of your house because your shit's blizzard shut.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you going to do? I guess you're just going to sit and have a few beers.
Yeah, you're going to sit at home and have a few beers and wait the storm out. And you're going to play cards. You're going to play a lot of cards or pool. Like my parents had a pool table.
Yeah, you're just going to do stuff in the house. So it makes sense why the culture is like a big, like a lot of drinkers because the cold climate. Plus alcohol warms you up.
Yeah. For a little bit, not for long.
Then you got to pee a bunch. I remember those days.
Well, that's the thing is alcohol is a very fake warming up, and then we learned that when you do specific types of things, like you learn that cold weather, like alcohol is not. It slows your mind process down. It warms your body very quickly for a moment, but your mind will slow down really quick because the alcohol is an inhibitor.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You know that's what I had the other night. Oh, that's what you were drinking, and that's what you had in your glass.
And Jeff says the Seagals are the dance team for the Seahawks, so I have heard.
Oh, you staring at those girls, huh, Jeffrey? I could see that.
Gina says it's wine and seltzer.
Okay.
And Wanda says, Gina, that's what I had the
Yeah,
other
on her
night.
live, I think. That's what she had in her. She kept refilling, remember?
Is that what made you dress up Cora, Wanda? And Sarah says, create a lifetime's worth of art related to my journey and an honest, direct expression of my soul along the way, and release portions of my art whenever marketable. That, like, it'd be really interesting to see what type of art you would come up with that, because
Now for sale, like that you sell your art, or you just give it to people to read, like people you know.
Bree,
I was taking
liquor from my
my
parents'
parents'
cabinet in grade 8 and replacing the difference with water. Definitely a cultural thing, eh?
So
We
it is
never-
a
I couldn't
cultural
do-
thing. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
it
she
is.
said. It's a
I told you
cultural
that.
thing. It's like a big like cultural thing.
I told her that it was very, very common in Canadian culture for people to get together for a beer. Like when I grew up, I don't know if it's like that in Toronto, but where I grew up, it's all about the kitchen parties. Like East Coast kitchen parties are well known all across
What is
Canada.
a kitchen party? You go eat somewhere?
No, a kitchen party is what ends up happening is you get together with a bunch of your friends and you're all drinking and having a good old time in the living room. But everybody ends up in the kitchen and the guitar comes out and everybody's singing and having a great old time.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen. Always in the kitchen.
But why not in the living room?
No, because the kitchen just seems to have better acoustics and it's just an East Coast
Really?
Canadian thing. The kitchen parties.
Huh.
Yep.
That's cool.
Sarah, keep the rest for personal value, only be shown to the world on my deathbed or something.
Wow. Well, make sure that's a death like wish that it gets released or published. I was tired, but now I'm wide awake watching you two great gals.
Well, we're sorry. Like, we are definitely not people to go to sleep by. That is for sure.
We're like all the energy pumped for the night. Gina's chorus. Wasn't it on Gina's freaking dog on Instagram had like a scrunchie on the arm? Was that it? Was that your scrunchie? Or what was that, doll face? Probably her daughter's scrunchies.
Ha ha ha, blame the dog. KJ, I did that, but got busted 11th grade. I'm going to tell you, I had like a Mission Impossible moment when I was in grade 12 in high school. I had a friend of mine who was an exchange student from Sweden, and we had friends of ours that went and bought like a big bottle of Galliano, which is a liquor, like a licorice flavored liqueur. And we made these Scandinavian drinks called hot shots, which is like coffee, cream, and this liqueur. And you light them on fire and then you drink them. Oh my God, I'm telling you right now, the box from the Galliano top was in the kitchen right next to the sink. My mom and dad came in the door and I friggin' realized it was down there, and I flew down the stairs, went into the kitchen, grabbed the thing, put my arm over it, like, hey, how's it going, Mom and Dad? I slid back off the table and slid the thing down my pants, and off to my bedroom I went. I did not get busted. But my brother had like a pint of friggin' vodka in his closet for probably about 2 years.
That's crazy because my mom always went through our closets and all of our drawers, backpacks. Like she's like the warden, right?
See, but that's the thing is I told you before, like in the 80s.
You're from the latchkey
yes.
kid generation.
Yeah, when you're a latchkey
my mom
kid,
was like a narc, man. She was like always going through my shit. Had no freaking personal boundaries. Like always just like going through everything. Like, oh, she's in the shower and her backpack's here. I think I'm going to go through everything and not put anything back where it was, so she'll totally know I went through it. Yeah, that's the kind of crap. The way she found out I was gay was I had bought a biography by Melissa Etheridge at the freaking what are they? Barnes and Noble.
Oh yeah, the bookstore.
Barnes and Noble. And I shoved it underneath my mom's seat. So I thought, okay, of her car. So when I like get out, she won't see I have anything. And then all of a sudden, I'll be able to go later and rescue the book, right? No, she saw, oh, what are you doing under the seat? Like, oh my God, what's going on? That's how I literally, like, my mom found out that I was a lesbian. Melissa Etheridge biography. No lie. No lie. From Borders. Barnes and Noble, not Borders. Barnes and Noble. Oh man, the good old days. Not. Jeff, 11th grade is over. Yes, that my daughter's scrunchie. I knew it. I'm back. Just got through eating dinner. Yeah, your dinner sound bomb. I want to plate of collard greens right now, Dior. That sounds amazing. Hey gals, I'm heading out. Want to thank you, and please leave a comment on my vids when you watch. All right, it's great to see you, and thank you so much for all the information on the drones. It's very helpful, and we wrote your channel down, so don't worry about it. We will be over. If not tonight, then by tomorrow night. By the way, you have beautiful. Oh, Gina, you have beautiful skin. Korean women always. Yes, that's true. Koreans don't play around with their skincare. I learned that at the Korean spa. When I first got what they called it, a royal exfoliation treatment. Yeah, royal exfoliation treatment. The Korean women were just in like bra and panties doing this exfoliation in the shower area, and I was totally nude, and they exfoliate your whole body. After that, I never felt so smooth in my life, and they washed my hair, which was a nice touch. I kind of liked having my hair washed because long hair, it's a lot of work. And definitely they do these face cares, creams, things to put on your face. Some of the most beautiful skin women I've ever met in my life too are also Korean. And Gina does have beautiful skin. She does. And Butters is like, Gina's gonna look like that till she's 90. I could see that. Butters, I had a similar Mission Impossible with a roach clip. Reese said with the I'll tell you when you get back. I'm sure that was fun. Had some interesting times too with trying, as a kid, trying to get away with stupid things. I really don't. You Snapchat filter that pic. Oh, Gina, I don't believe that.
Okay, where are we at? Butters, I had a similar Mission Impossible moment with a roach clip.
clip.
Like, oh my god, that is freaking
and Kathy
funny.
Griffith, the Billy Boy, huh? Did he get your phone again?
Bill Boy got the phone. Gee, I hear ya. You always blame the dog. I really don't want to use a Snapchat filter. Got that pic. Sarah, 3 complete objectives associated with the way of life I've created. Do all the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly routines that align with the most ideal vision of myself. Do you want to know that routine is the most simple way to stifle creativity? The more you can just be more primal and just exist and be in your own head, in your own space, you're going to find that happiness is like so just internal. Like, we don't like to spend money on anything because we don't need to spend a lot of money. We just enjoy
basics, food basics. Like, we're not going out and buying new clothes unless we need something, right? Yeah. Like, just spend money to spend money. Both my parents have really bad habits of that. They love to just go spend money on whatever, non-frickin' stop. And to me, like, I can't rationalize that in my mind. Like, then I just realized that you're probably just so unhappy on the inside that you just have to go spend money nonstop to make you not feel anything, right? If you're busy spending money, you're not like thinking about yourself or your decisions, right? You're just busy buying. And I don't even think it's the act of getting those things. I think it's just the act of buying.
But the other thing too is people forget to realize that act of buying requires you to have so many units of money invested. So every hour of work that you put in is only so much money towards a unit of time. So like, you're getting $15 an hour. This jacket that costs you $300 is costing you 10 hours, like a lot of time. Like, it's just obscene. Like, if you really know what you need and what you want, most people realize that you can either get a lot of things you need used, very few things do you need new. And it's like, there's so much excess already out here. Why friggin'
crap you don't need? Things that already work, you don't just need something to get new. Like, my grandparents from the Depression era taught me that. Okay, scroll down. I'm back. Canadian Scrapper's back.
Welcome back. And Jeff said, one of the stories I could tell about high school, stones, and drinking.
Yeah, Ree, can you imagine me at the Korean spa? That's a fun time.
Sarah says, and holding myself responsible for the highest standards of my ideal self.
Yeah. Well, the only person you have control of in this life is yourself.
That's right.
So you either made it good or made it bad. It's decisions you've made.
Hey, Fifi!
What's up, Fifi?
How's it going, girlfriend?
It's good to see you.
Oh my god, she's always cooking some awesome stuff.
I love all her home cooked food. It always looks bomb.
Right? I'm telling you, like, Fifi, she's always doing so. Like, she's always got some good stuff going on there. Gina is beautiful. That is true.
She is very
Hey,
beautiful.
kicking with Ben says, I'm back. I'm B.
What's up,
Welcome
Ben?
back, Ben. How's it going?
Yep, change up the routine, experience news and things and people. Yes, exactly.
You know
Because
what?
life's ever changing, right? So if life's ever changing, you should be comfortable with change. So the more things you go through that are different, the more comfortable you're going to be when change comes up in your life, right? New things come up. It's not going to be such a shock to your system. It'll be an initial shock, but not such a deep inner shock because you've already experienced so much change. It's not going to phase you that deeply, right?
So true. Where's Jordan's woodworking? He was here a little bit ago. I'm not sure if he's still here. Maybe not. There's still 15 people in here, I think, right now.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of people still hanging out. So what are you up to,
Um,
Fifi? Are you on your way home? Are you on a break? Are you doing
Yeah, how
night
you
shifts
been,
this
girl?
week? Are you on day shifts? What are you doing, girl? Food for life, me too. I just spend money on the necessities, basics. I usually get my mom's clothes that she doesn't want wear anymore. But when I was a teenager, it was a lot different, right? It's like, yeah, because when you're a teenager, you have these societal norms that you just want to fit in. You need to have this. You need to have the same clothes that all the other cool kids are wearing. You got to be in the same types of sporting events and do all the same things that everyone else likes because they want you to be a part of this clique. I was always an outsider. I never really fit in with like I knew everybody in all the crowds, but I was never a part of any of those crowds, if that makes sense. Like, and I was happy that way because I didn't have to worry about anybody but myself.
I
And
had
I
like,
could
my core
avoid all
group
the
of friends,
drama.
and yeah, exactly. But I wasn't like trying to intermingle with like everyone. Like we knew each other, but I'm not like deep friends with like so many people in high school. It was like core group of
Yep.
friends. Um,
Kicking with Ben, thumbs up, everyone. Thank you so much,
thank
Ben.
you.
Thank
We
you, thumbs
appreciate
up.
the thumbs up, guys. Oh,
Wanda-
Jeff, I can imagine. LOL, high school was a good time. So was middle school. Dollface, we could see you having an awesome time in high
Yes.
school, middle school too. We could see. Like, I'd love to hear. You know what? Here's a good idea for a vlog. Have your mother interview your mother about how you were as a child.
That would be fun.
Like stories of you when you were a kid. Like, Mom, what do you remember was like the craziest thing I ever did? Well,
yeah, that would actually be really
that
fun.
would be funny.
That
Wanda
be
would never let her do it.
fun.
She'd be like, "Don't you say anything about me."
But the thing is, if your
You know why?
mother
'Cause
doesn't know the
her-
questions,
But if her kid watches it,
I think her mother would keep it rated. I think her mother would keep it in a way that would be good. But my parents told me stories of what that types of friggin' stupid things they did when they were kids, and I'm telling you right now, I did nothing even remotely half
Nah,
as
me
bad as my
neither.
dad ever.
Let's see. Neither. Just winding down for a nap. Oh, well, that's good.
Nice. So you had the weekend off?
Did you have the
or
whole weekend off?
Did you watch football today or anything? Are you a football fan? Ben, we are not sisters
We're
at all. We
married.
are married. This is we're going on 2 years next week in 7 days.
7 days from now, a week. Actually, it'll be on
Yes,
Sunday.
on Sunday.
A week from today will be our
Yes.
2-year wedding anniversary, but in November we'll been together 5 years,
Yes.
which is crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Like, oh my God.
Time flies, man. Time flies.
Fifi, I walk to my own beat. That's what we love about you, Fifi, because
Love
you're
it.
all about your like.
We're the same
your
way,
own-
girl. We're the same way. We gotta do us, right? You gotta do yourself. Who else can you be but yourself,
Yep.
right?
Food for life, yes, Butters.
Butters.
And Gina, I've always been a lone wolf. Yes.
I get it.
Like, it's like I've always kind of just flittered in and out of pockets of people. I'm good with these people. I'd hang out with them for a couple weeks or a month, and then I'd be to the next group of people. And I just never really, I never related with them. I always felt like I was so much more mature in different ways, in life ways, but not like, it's hard to explain. Like, not
Yeah, I feel the same
educationally,
way.
but-
Like I never felt like I could relate to the girls.
yeah.
Because they were into certain things about guys or cosmetology magazines or certain things shopping. And the guys were like guys into sports, but like I was into that, but I wasn't a guy either. So it was hard to fit in that way.
And Bree's saying, okay, lovely goofballs, gotta sleep.
All right, girl.
Love you,
Love you and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, we hope you have a great time with your family.
Yes, and are you going to take
pictures
some vlog tomorrow, at least footage of the food?
of something?
At least of the food.
Or something you can take the audio out of if you have to.
That would be awesome.
Sarah, become extremely virtuous to the point of one day being recognized as a saint on this earth. But you know what, Sarah? Here's the thing. These things need to come within you naturally. You need to be these things or you are not these things. And like, for example, like I know damn well I'm never going to be like St. Thomas. I'm never going to be like any of these major people. All I know is that at the end of the day, all I want to do is make a difference in my own realm of existence to the people that matter to me the most and know that I've loved them and cared about them the best that I can. Even sometime, with certain people, if it's from a distance, just, trying to give as much love as you can. And you'll find that like you'll feel like a saint inside whether the rest of the world completely sees you that way, because the truth of the matter is you do good deeds and those things will be noticed for a lifetime.
Yep. Always come back to you
Yep.
tenfold. We gotta catch up.
My mom might have too much fun with that. But Wanda, if you guys are laughing your butts
might
off
be
while
fun.
doing that, it could be really fun.
Y'all can't be gay.
Oh, y'all, we can be.
Why not?
We totally
I
can
wanna
be.
find out why we can't be gay. Because we
totally
don't look
can
like
be.
we don't look like dudes. He's like, who's the woman? Who's the man?
That's okay right now, guys. We're okay with Ben. He's not getting offensive yet. We read that. My mom might have too much fun with that. Interview my mom. She had no clue what I was up to. Night, y'all.
Maybe Ben was saying some more stuff. I don't know.
Sarah, is that even possible? I think it's one of those things.
She asked Sarah.
But you know what? And at the end of the day, I don't think it's something you can plan. Like it's something that just had. Like Ama, she became a saint in her own area because of just her actions. And that's the thing is like, actions are what speak. Ma is a pretty amazing, powerful person. 9 years old. She realizes that there were a lot of injustices in the world, and all she felt that she could do is hug people. And she's hugged over what, 7 million people?
No, like over 30 million.
30 million, like insane amount of people. Fifi, no work, just sleeping issues. I'm actually off every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I try to get overtime on a shift at my second job. That's crazy. Hey, nephew Sal, how's it going?
Hey, Sal, what's going on?
Kicking it with Ben, maybe.
Sal, how's high school going? How the hell is high school going?
Are there any ladies?
Ben, not everyone wants kids. That is true. We do not want children at all. Do not want children.
How can y'all reproduce? Yeah, we don't care, Ben. Not our thing.
We don't want children.
You know what? Here's the truth of the matter. If we wanted to reproduce, we'd be shitty parents and we drop them off the fire station. So we have two options: burden the system or just not reproduce. I'm okay with not reproducing.
Not reproduce.
Absolutely.
Not everyone
okay.
has maternal instincts, and I never had it. I never wanted children. I'm not good around little children. I get annoyed very easily. I tell them, like, if they're good and going on and on and on, I'll tell them to be quiet. So no, for me to have kids, unless they were already like magically, but if they were teenagers, they already have an attitude problem. So I don't want kids at any age.
Right? I don't want them
Or
at
calling
any
me,
age.
Mom, I need this, I need that. No. I don't want to feel bad.
I always try to fit in and it really weighs me down. Now I'm alone and I don't try to fit in anymore. Time really changes people. But the more that you're...
I was always trying to fit in. Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, if you don't fit in with certain people, it's like hard to force yourself to be in a group of people that you don't feel it really resonates with your energy. I feel that I am comfortable enough being alone that I rather be alone than be with people that I don't want to be with.
Exactly.
And I'm okay with that.
Goat farming. Hey, goat farming. How's it going?
Goat farming.
Where are you from, goat farming? And we hope you're having a great weekend. Or probably Monday. Could be if you're on the East Coast. Food for Life, I was always trying to. Yes. And that's the thing is people always try to fit in. But that's human nature. Like, it just is. Based on my research, it has to be possible because I've discovered it's one of the 6 things I've always wanted since I could remember. You know what? It's just the universe. If that's meant to happen in this lifetime, it's going to happen. And if you want it bad enough and you think that you can get it to happen, then we wish you all the best of luck in
hell yeah.
And doing positive things.
I mean, I'd rather say hell yeah to someone trying to reach sainthood than trying to reach to be a CEO of a corrupt company.
Heck yeah.
How can you not say high five to that?
Hell yeah.
Right?
High five, girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
We're all about supporting people. Like, whatever types of things they want to do, as long as it fits a positive vibe, that's what matters. Right? And what you want to do is something that's very positive.
And believe me, God, out of 3 got 3 of me, but I probably would have had not any at
If I,
all if
if I
I
had a
flew.
clue.
See, it's stress, right? Every time I see parents, like no joke, I'll see parents with kids at least like 4 or 5, and you'll start seeing their hair starting to go gray and just look so stressed out. And I look at them, I'm like, and even today we were by the store, and I'm like, it was a Korean couple. It was funny. It was with the daughter, and the mom had like the baby on her front. The dad had like 2 kids in a stroller, and I'm just like shaking my head. I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
hell no. Hell no. You couldn't pay me for that life, man.
Nope.
Like, cheers to the mothers out there that can do that life and have a husband and all that. For me, I'm just like pulling my hair out. Like, I don't know how these women do it.
I couldn't.
And like, don't end up on permanent prescriptions or like alcoholism,
Well,
because
they do. I'm
to
sure
me,
some of them
that
do.
kind of stress on your shoulders. You got crying kids and they're bringing home sick. One kid home brings like a sickness up in my home. If I had a
Out in the
kid,
garage. But
you'd
you'd
be
be
staying
built-
out in the garage. I'm like, don't you be bringing that crap home to my house.
You would build a quarantine bubble that they would have to enter in their own area, and they would stay there for 24
I wouldn't put
hours.
up with any like bringing that shit home to my
Nope,
house. Like,
not
I would be
happening.
so mad. Like, I don't know how people do it.
You would have. I'm telling you, we had children. They'd be washing their hands all the time.
No,
It's
it's
like-
good, Dollface. If you feel that way, then we trust your judgment. Because they're getting deleted before we can even see them. But if you feel that
Yes,
strongly
thank
about
you.
it, then thank you.
No, thank you so much. Good.
Like, thank you.
Yeah, because I haven't read them, but
well,
thank you.
They're blocking them before we even seeing them.
Okay,
so,
perfect. No, I appreciate that, Wanda. Thank you so much.
Science is a pain in the ass, but good besides that. No interest from the girls yet. Well, it's playing a little bit hard to get. I'm guessing though you already have straight A's.
Well, if
because you seem like that kind of guy.
What are you having a hard time in science in? I loved science.
We get it though. You're busy now with high school. Like now you're not in the YouTube mindset. You're in high school mindset, and you lost a lot of weight. You look really, really good. Like, how did you lose all your weight? Just magically. Like, we saw him and he was his normal size, and then we saw him like a couple weeks later and he looked like he lost like 20 pounds.
I
Right?
know.
Or
It's
am I just tripping?
No, we both said that. We're like, oh my God, Sal looked like all of a sudden he just
It's like, how did he lose all this weight so quickly?
It's like,
It's
did you
crazy.
start like track or something? Your long distance running team? Like, what are you doing?
Yes, I agree, Bears.
Fifi says, y'all dodged a bullet with kiddos. I have 3, 24, 19, and 18, and I'm 39.
Wow. So you're a young mom.
Wow. That's a very young
So now
mom.
looking back, you're like, yeah, I wish I didn't have, I mean, you love your kids, of course, but if you would have lived a different life, you're saying that you wouldn't have had kids and just like, lived your life what you wanted. Is that what you're saying? Because that's interesting, God cover me, because I would be in a nut house otherwise. You're like praying to God like every night, please give me strength and peace.
And Goat Farming says, yes. So where are you from, Goat Farming? Let us know. Sarah Park says, cultivate extremely good health and well-being, physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. And so that could always have an internal environment that's more than anything that just feels good. That, you know what?
This is my question though. I'm going to ask you a question, because like, I've thought that like when I was younger, like, oh, like I want to be like someone like a Ma or like the Dalai Lama and all this stuff. But to me, then I started feeling like, is that my ego talking, wanting to be someone like that instead of just wanting to change the world, wanting to be recognized as like a saint or someone like, oh, that. Then I started feeling like that's coming from like an ego side, not necessarily like, you know what I'm saying?
Not from within.
Yeah, exactly. Like wanting to be like a Dalai Lama or an Ama instead of just trying to help people. And then if when I die that happens, okay, great, right? It's just trying to, I try to sort that out in my mind too, right? Because I've thought of that in the past. People like her, like, oh my God, it'd be amazing to be someone like her.
Yeah.
Or like the, certain spiritual people, right?
It's true. I'm like, I'm looking at her picture and I'm thinking, it's like when I see somebody like that, it's like, I don't have that much type of devotion in my life. I have too many vast interests to like be that type of like focused on that type of wanting that type of devotion and giving that type of devotion out. Like, we have other things going on in our lives, and because we, you have to have a job and you have to take care of your family and do other things. It's like, I don't have that time to literally spend 24 hours, 100% of my day in a position that would require somebody to live in that type of existence. I know that I don't have that in me, but when I was younger too, I was always like, I want to change the world. I want to change the world. the only way you can change the world is to change yourself.
Yeah, you change yourself, you change your ideals. That's changing.
Yep.
That's the biggest change you can make. Many philosophers will tell you that. Let's see.
Sal, thanks, Jim, and eating healthy for a month paid
Wow.
off.
Yeah, your face looked really slender.
Yeah. But you know what? You're a young man, and young boys can lose weight very quickly. Eats with Fifi. My kids mold my life. It was for all the reasons I don't question the higher power. He knows what I need. So basically,
you live for your kids.
Yes.
Like you work. You have lived your whole life for your kids, especially those ages 24, 19, 18. Like you have to commit your whole life to them being the priority, not you.
But the thing is now is she's 39 years old and she has children that are almost all grown adults now.
But now you have the opportunity when they're out of the house, then you can, live your life. But they're still probably going to need help from mom. I'm sure they're like, I need to go to college. I need this.
I got
I need help with
coming.
This. Like the help is going to keep coming, right?
Sal, grades are great, but my science teacher doesn't explain shit. It's okay. I've been working harder and it's getting better. Well, that really sucks, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you have any questions on what you're doing, you can find a lot of stuff on YouTube, to be honest. Or
Google,
if somebody says, I want to explain out the elements of an atom.
Yeah, you can find quick tutorial videos on YouTube, man. We looked up so much stuff in the past.
If your teacher is confusing, don't rely on your teacher. Rely on other resources. I had the same thing. I had teachers. Here's the thing. You're going to go to school and your teacher's going to teach in their boring set ways. And some teachers you're going to like, some you're not going to
care, and some are not going to care. Yes. They're there to get a check, right? And have been already burnt out for years by kids, right?
Or burnt out by the system.
And the few kids that are really there to learn, they're already like, I'm too tired, right? Burnt out by the system.
Exactly.
We're doing good though, Sal. Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much.
We watched football today. The Rams lost.
Yeah,
horrible. Horrible.
Sarah says yes. I've thought about that, and honestly, I think it's a bit of both. But in the end of the day, I've discovered that this is who I am, ego or not, and that it's something so intense that I cannot avoid. That's really cool that that's intense. And so my question is, do you think that all the thing that you're doing in order to come up with this information and the way that you're doing this is going to bring you that type of
or what are you planning on doing to bring you to sainthood? So what is your what are they going to remember you for? What did you do? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to have done for people that they're going to say she deserves to be a saint? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be cool to know.
Yes.
Hey, Snobby!
Hey, Snobby!
It's great to see you. How are you? How's your weekend? LOL, we're doing atoms now. See, synchronicity.
Right? Isn't that funny?
We're doing atoms. We're talking about atoms.
The thing to know is that there's protons, electrons, and neutrons. And there's mostly space in there.
Yeah, and the nucleus controls the whole thing. The brain center of it all, right?
That's right. And there's different atomic weights based on the material that is that the atom is of.
I did really well in science. I like science a lot. I didn't like grammar, man. Semicolon this. I'd always get on my paper, run on sentence, and I'd be like, And
I'm all about the punctuation. Really and I'm all about over punctuation, commas, periods, semicolons, colons, correct spacing, double space between sentences. Oh yeah. Sarah, that's the overarching version I will get to after my 6-fold objectives. It's really interesting to think that you have this
still haven't come to that, what you're going to actually do to get there. You just know that you want to get there, but you don't know exactly the steps you're going to take to get there. Or what you're going to be, what your service is going to be remembered. Everyone that's remembered as a saint or someone that's spiritual did something amazing for humanity. So you just don't know what that is yet, but you're working on it.
Our friend Ben is back, the one that Wanda had to deal with. Ben, tell me how to raise a family. We're going to tell you how to do nothing.
Tell me how to raise a family. If you're a dad, you raise your own family.
Yeah, you raise it wherever you want.
How are we going to tell you how to raise a family?
I ain't going to tell. We didn't ever raised a family. We were only kids in a family. We can't tell you. We can only tell you we are not going to raise a family.
We're not raising a family.
Yeah. Tomorrow, well, today is Thanksgiving, and I just want to sleep, but I'm not tired. Fuck, I love being here, though. You girls are great.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Is your family cooking? Are you going to a relative's house? And what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Because mine is stuffing.
Yes, I like stuffing, but I'm very particular. I like your stuffing, and I like the stuffing from my family. My family
Stuffing is bomb, especially the next day, and you have leftover. Like family's all gone. You have like white bread. You have mashed potatoes and gravy. You have stuffing. You have the turkey. You have the cranberry. Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's stupid question night. The kicking with Ben. How can a woman take a kid fishing when y'all can't have one?
We don't go fishing with kids.
This is perfect.
That
right?
would be so aggravating. If I had to go fishing with a kid, I'd be furious. You know why? Because their mouths are always running.
Yes. And they'd be scaring the fish.
And they'd be scaring the fish. And
So
I'd have
we'd
to
be
bait
tying
their
them up.
freaking hook every time. Their shit would get caught up in the tree. You know what I'm saying?
We might just tie them up and throw them in the...
Yeah. It's better we don't have kids. Trust
Yes.
us. Better.
So it's like, at least we know ourselves well enough to
It's
know
better we
that,
made
Ben.
decision,
So
yeah.
Snobby, I've learned so much watching just one of your videos. Oh my God. So
Cool.
you learn how to act like an absolute fool
Child
at
at the RV festival. Or go fishing up at Mammoth Lakes. Without children.
Without children. Reese, sorry, I was responding to an email, but listening.
Bree, how you been? What's new in your life? Did you find any like sumo wrestler to like take you out to dinner or anything?
Right? Oh, they busted, so the world is going to end the way y'all going. Well, if you have ever looked at the population rising in the world, I think we could do with a few less people and maybe a few more cataclysms somewhere. Because let's be real, we're screwing the planet ourselves, so we don't need to do it with other children.
Yeah, why is it so important? Why is it so important that we have children if we don't want children? Like if we don't want children and we know that we wouldn't like be good parents, why would we like just have children to have children? Like,
right?
The world's plenty populated.
I don't, because he's worried about it, because whatever conviction he has within him is telling him I need to be a dipshit, and it's all great.
I don't understand. Like
Just
man and woman would end. Well, we won't be here, so that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Man and woman ended. Okay, fine. That's not. It's not. No one's gonna personally blame Butters and Bears
for like the world ending.
And you know what? Plenty of people in here have kids.
Oh my God.
Wanda has what? 3 kids. Wanda, so like okay,
Fifi
so one
has
kid,
3 kids.
Fifi has 3 kids, and we have none. I think that kind of evens out,
right?
Okay.
I'm thinking we're pretty.
Gina doesn't have kids, and she's straight, and she didn't want kids either.
Yeah, and like she's totally
straight,
and she totally likes a man. Every
I just think it's that men aren't needed anymore,
and that's emasculating.
That's upsetting men, so they're worried. Oh, 2 women get together, I'm not needed anymore. Yeah.
Well, you know as well as I do.
There's always going to be straight people that need a guy. There's always going to be, right?
There's always going to be.
There's always going to be gay guys that need a good, booty too.
And there's always going to be straight guys that want to take it from a gay boy. We already know what happens. We've seen documentaries on it. So whatever, like it's human nature for like. Again, this is the constructs we live in, right? The constructs.
But not everyone's gay. It's only 10% of the population. So the world won't end because there's only 10% of us.
Right?
So it
I think if you have a worry about population, maybe you should start talking to Japan, who had only the 1-child rule for how many decades?
Or get busy hooking up with a woman so you can procreate more, like for us, I guess, right? Yeah.
So we just end up eating together and spending the day together. I actually baked fruit tarts today for the family tomorrow.
Wow.
Ooh. And my favorite dish is stuffing. Also, I love a side of Yorkshire pudding.
We just recently learned how to make Yorkshire pudding, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Brady, why are you so worried about it?
Like, that's the problem. You worry about your life and being
Ben's
a good
worried
person.
that we're not having children. Ben's worried about it.
Hey, James and Mark. Great to see you guys under his eye. Ben, you want that corner?
All the gays are showing up to the room.
Full force.
Full force.
Oh my God, I still haven't seen them lately on the street. And we just had the biggest typhoon in the last decade this weekend.
I heard that. Are you doing, like, is it near you? Like, where you live? And what's up, James and Mark? How are you guys doing? We didn't get to properly welcome you.
I know, sorry. We're just, like, seeing what's going on here. Kicking with Ben. Y'all funny just for the movie.
Just for the movie.
Okay. Well, if you're recording this, you don't have our permission, so that's okay.
It's for the movie. These 2 lesbians, they don't want kids. Can't
Can I ask? Don't want to start anything, but is Ben being serious?
We
No,
don't
I don't think.
know.
I don't think Ben's being serious.
We don't know. Man, every once
It's
in
in
a
a while.
while. Regina, once in a while.
Wanda,
How did the tacos turn out? Yeah, Wanda, how did those tacos in your mouth, girl?
Gina says, I believe he's operating on a diminished capacity. Kick in with Ben. Did y'all reproduce together? No, but we certainly don't mind trying. That's for sure. We keep trying, but there's no success. I don't know.
We don't have to take birth control at all. It's great.
It's fabulous.
Don't have to deal with all the side effects either.
Right?
You're good. I had Spanish rice too. Wow. How do you do your Spanish rice, Wanda? Because like how I learned from this Mexican lady that it's actually my girlfriend's mom at the time. She would make it where she would brown the white rice in oil, and then she would put like a can of tomato sauce and then another can, I think, of water and some seasoning with like some onion and a little bit of carrot. And then she would bring it up to a boil and then let it simmer till it was done. Is that how you do it? Or do you do it? I heard you can do Mexican rice in a rice cooker, but I've never done it.
And James say, blessed be the fruit. But not everyone wants the fruit. The Kick in with Ben. I don't record sickos. Well, whatever you want to think.
Okay.
Dude. You know what?
Why? But this is the thing. You're hanging out with a bunch of gay people.
Why are you hanging out with us? That's the question.
But the thing is that you don't like the gays, but you're hanging out in a room full of gay people or people
that are accepting,
that are straight and like accepting of gay people. I'm sure there's plenty of like church groups you can hang out in.
I'm thinking that
but
maybe
I'm not going to be hateful to you.
I'm thinking Ben is just curious and wants that hate from us back at him,
but we're not going to give it to him because we're not hateful people.
Like you can be like you can try to drive that out of us and say what you want.
But
we'll
we're
just
block
not
hateful
you,
people.
We don't
want to have to block you because you're probably deep down a really nice guy, Ben. We just
and you probably have really great viewpoints on life, and you're entitled to your viewpoints. But it doesn't mean that we need to have the same viewpoint.
Exactly.
And I'm okay with that.
We can respect each other's viewpoint and be okay with it.
And you don't need to
judging
respect
your
us.
life.
And he doesn't need to respect us, but that's okay.
No, he does need to respect
us.
But
if he doesn't want to respect us,
he doesn't respect us, then we can be removed.
Exactly.
But there's no reason that you can't just be a cool dude and hang out with
everyone. And get to know people, and maybe you tell us something and us question something, and you
because we've already like come to the point you realize we don't want kids, so that's kind of
and there's nothing wrong with
my
that.
New point, right?
Mommy knitting vlogs. Hello to everyone, beautiful hosts watching from the Philippines. It's nice to see you from the Philippines. How are you, Mommy knitting?
Wanda, you're the best. At least Wanda said he'll reproduce with another man. He'll have fun, right? Yeah, exactly. And that's actually I found out it's really good for a man's prostate.
Exactly. So, if you want to freaking reduce the possibility
getting prostate cancer,
take a little poker to the pooper.
Yeah, that's really actually good, so you don't get prostate cancer.
Exactly.
So that's actually a medical fact. You can find many medical studies on it.
In fact, your grandparents were going to originally could have had one as a giveaway.
Oh yeah, my grandparents said, "Oh, you can order anything you want out of this medical catalog." I'm like, "What the hell do I want any of this? It's like all medical supplies for old people." I'm like, I don't want any of this. Nope. Thank you.
Snobby says, you girls are awesome. Well, thank you so much, Snobby. We appreciate that.
Love Mexican rice. Yes, bomb.
Sal says, why should people care about people if they're gay or straight? If it's a religious problem, think about the fact that God died on a cross for us to live freely. And
this is the other thing it says in the Bible, too. I'll give you guys a little education on the Bible. It says you should not eat an animal with a cleft foot. So you're eating pork. That's just as much as supposed to sin. Or you mix fabrics. You're wearing cotton and
polyester.
Polyester? That's mixing fabrics. That's another problem, right? These are old-time things. Imagine the time. If I set rules from today and rules 2,000 years from now, people are going to be like, this is freaking crazy.
Archaic.
And there's gay animals in the animal kingdom. They found that in the animal kingdom, 51% of the animal kingdom, they found gay animal species together. So, I mean, I've never had a boyfriend my whole life. I could have a boyfriend tomorrow if I wanted.
Easily.
I've never been attracted to a dude like that in my life. So, to me, I'm just like, my uncle's gay. It's like, obviously runs in the family, right? I don't have to defend who I am. I am who I am.
Exactly.
And I'm happy being who I am. But people are not happy in their own lives, so they get angry that we're happy, but you guys
Yep.
can have the same happiness too, right?
You can be happy.
Ben can be just as happy as us, right?
You know what? That's going to be our logo. You don't have to be like a Ben.
You can be a lover.
Yeah.
You can all love each other and accept each other's differences. Look how many different nationalities are in this room. Or different people from different countries, Japan, Korea. We have people in here from Morocco, Egypt, Canada, right? From all over the world. We can all get along here, right?
And Sal, you want to know why people care, Sal? Well, you don't care because you were born in a generation of Canada where 10 years ago it was legal to be married as a gay person in Canada, way before the United States, 10 years before the US. So you grew up in a period with a different mentality. You're still going to have those closed-minded people that are going to totally think that, there's going to be these big fireballs and brimstone. They're going to come down and just smite the heathens. Well, we're all heathens. All sins are created equal.
All of us have fallen short of the glory of God or the universe, whatever you call it. Yep. We all have our higher self and our lower self.
Yep, and it's up to us every day which
side we want to live from, right?
Yep.
Mixing fabrics. Yes, that is one of them as well. Mixing fabrics. So that's one you can use for your arsenal as well.
And Sarah says, kicking with Ben, logically, everyone should be free to do whatever they want in life as long as it does not impact anyone else's ability to do the same.
Yes.
What we do does not impact you. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's not our responsibility.
You don't have to go to gay people's lives if you don't like them. You can go to whatever you want.
And your feelings are not our responsibility. Your feelings are your own. My feelings are my own. And if I'm going to let you react, take my feelings a different place, it's up to me to react.
Ben got bored. Yeah, because it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. James and Mark, I had pork for dinner, wore denim with a cotton shirt, and I didn't even get to the part about Mark.
Oh, the things you were doing to Mark. Is that what you're referring to?
But that's the thing is, when you have. But that's the thing, and it's true, depending on where you live, how you grew up. And this is another thing, like for Sarah, the demographics of where you grew up in the world will determine a lot of your moral and personal values growing up throughout your life. And then when you have to challenge those later on, all of a sudden what you think you thought is completely different. And it's really beautiful to watch from looking backwards. It really is. Like looking forward to determine this big plan is beautiful too, but looking at the growth from where you were before is even more beautiful. Yeah, because you see what you've impacted.
Like some growth,
Yep.
It's like Yogananda says. He's like, Yogananda. He said fear. He's like, what is fear? Fear is nothing but ignorance and fear of true reality, of true nature. Right? It's fear. That's where it stemmed from. Ignorance of true nature is where.
And people who can't have decent conversations about things that are controversial are usually in fear.
We're all going to have a different opinion about everything. If we freaking brought up some topic in this room, everyone's going to have a completely different opinion. But we can all, as adults, say, okay, we agree to disagree, move on, right? Yeah. And just be like, okay. And that's how we can all collectively still get along. And still work in our family, right?
Like, as an example, James and Mark, this season of Survivor, how do you like it?
Oh,
do
man,
you
how do you not like that freaking...
The Sandra and friggin' Boston Rob BS.
I don't like that part at all. I think that is, like, the dumbest... Like, to me, the island they had to go to last time, what was it called? Redemption Island.
Yes, that was better.
That was better. This one where they go,
Island of the Idols.
Talk to these, like, mastermind players. I'm just like, I never liked Boston Rob or Sandra, like, their game at all. I thought, like, both of them were, like, He was like a Mr. Machismo, and she was like, to me, like a snake in a way.
Yes. She was, but that's the thing, is she cared more about her family, wanted to win so bad, she didn't care who she walked over to get to there.
Don't forget us white dudes, we're right. I agree. We have our own race as well, right? Yeah. We're Norwegian, right?
James and Mark, thanks, Butters. I got a judgmental comment about how I'm a drama queen around Mark, and it's annoying. Like how you frame that I'm not responsible for that, how a person feels. You're not. If you make them feel some type of way, it's up to them. If they don't want to watch you, don't watch. Plain and simple. If you think that if that's how they truly feel about you, don't watch. Don't watch. Plain and simple. We all can pick and choose the time and place where we want to be in our lives. And if that's not doing something positive, why are we doing it? know?
Yeah.
Just there's so many people that want to perpetuate that negativity because that's where they
Or
live and
hate,
that's all
and you're
they
just
know.
like, I'm not even that kind of person. Like, and it just makes us fucking freaking laugh because like we're not even those kind of people. Like, we're not even gonna throw hate back at you because we
no
just
sense.
there's no reason. You know what I mean? We don't feel that way toward
Yeah.
you. You know, we can just only help but laugh.
You can come and say the most hateful thing you want.
And our mods will either block you or we'll, block you. But we don't want to have to do that. Just be cool and be like a nice, chill person.
Yeah.
Like, we can all
but
get
that's
along.
the thing is
we can all
that
get along.
that's what those people want. They want people to start saying things that are hateful back because to them it proves a point. It proves a point that me or you as a gay person is hateful and they're really hateful and they said some really shitty things and I just think they're gay. No. Why give you that ammunition? Why? There's no need.
Yeah. Like there's a perfect example. It's like I forgot who said it. It might have been Rumi, I think. And he's talking about gift. He's like, if you give someone a gift, and they don't take it, who does it belong to? Right? So if I give you a gift, and you don't take it, who does it belong to? To me, right?
Yes.
If I don't take it, it's basically the same thing with anger, right? If you give someone anger and they don't if someone says some anger thing to me and we don't take it, who does it belong to?
Doesn't belong
to us. It still
belongs
to them. It still belongs to them. That anger, I never accepted it. It still belongs to you.
Yeah, you can be as
right?
angry and hateful as you want. That's not.
And I've always remembered that story about the gift. If someone gives you a gift and you don't take it, who does it belong to? It belongs to them.
Yes.
Right. And the same thing with anger. And you do that in your mind, it works every time.
Right.
Sometimes that's crazy that someone said that about James because I don't feel that way at all. That he's like drama queen around Mark. I never got that vibe ever from seeing you guys, and we've been following you for over a year.
Yeah, exactly. Food for life. Love you, Bears and Butters. Well, we love you too,
Love you too, girl. Ree is our homegirl from Japan.
Yep. You know what? It's so funny because I don't know if she knew James and Mark before then, but James and Mark were in Japan.
Yeah, they talked about it before.
That's cool.
They spoke on our live about it.
No, but did she know James and Mark when James and Mark were in Japan is a question. I don't think they did.
She met them through us.
James and Mark, we were only on episode 1, but Mark and I chuckle because it's too freaking cheesy.
Oh, right? So they totally felt the same way. Okay, good. I'm not the only one, right? Because it was just like these big shrines to them, like there's some gods, and I'm like, come on. It just made me feel some type of way. Like they're trying to like glorify these people like there's some type of gods just because I won Survivor. Like they're above everyone. I got that vibe and I was like...
Yeah, we're still watching it because we're going to watch it. I love that show and it's my only guilty pleasure. Other than that, we got like 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh yeah, 90 Day Fiancé. That's our other guilty pleasure.
And Love After Lockup.
Those are our 3 trash shows that we'll watch.
It's the only thing that makes us disconnect.
To disconnect. Otherwise, we just watch like documentaries if we have. But mostly it's YouTube now. We have no other time for like.
Sarah says, which brings me to my other overarching vision, the singular goal through which all 6 of my objectives will flow towards the one thing I've discovered that life is destined to be accomplishing. You know what? We believe that like we all have different goals that we are meant to accomplish. Well, like every single person here has a different thing that they're meant to do. Or be good at, or excel at, or to benefit the world. Everybody does. Yep. And it's finding where that best part of yourself is to put that out in the world. Where you fit best,
right? And you feel happiest.
Yep.
Just be a good person through and through, and the world would be better off. Yes, right? Okay, girls, lay off. Get some sleep. All right, have a great night. Thanksgiving and happy high school hunting days for finding a girlfriend. And love you, nephew. Have a good one.
Have a great time.
And a friend from Korea. Hello.
Oh, yabaseo. Yabaseo. How are you?
It's good to see you and welcome.
And Ree says, I found their channel through you guys here.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's freaking awesome. I love it. Love it.
Snobby says, I know I've only watched one video so far, but already I know who the goofy one is. Get to the people.
Who the goofy one is.
James and Mark, I love Survivor too. I hosted my own Survivor in college and people were so into it. That's so funny. I could totally see you doing that. Okay, you're out. You guys all voted. That would be funny as hell.
That's crazy. Here it is. Okay.
You know we're waiting. You know we want to know.
Want to hear it. Want to hear what you have to say about it. Oh my God.
Oh, our friend Kirk is here.
Hey, Kirk.
Hey, Kirk. How's it going?
I've been catching up on all the videos from people I said. great to
No
see
worries.
you.
It's great to see you. We're glad to see you. We hope and we know what it's like when those YouTube streets.
And happy Thanksgiving to you for tomorrow.
That's right. Are you getting
doing
together with your
anything with your
fam?
family or yeah? What are you going to be up to tomorrow?
James and Mark said it got juicy when a guy voted out his girlfriend. Oh my God! A college survivor.
College survivor.
Okay, did they make it past college? Did they like break up very shortly after that vote out? They didn't last that long, anyways.
Oh my God. I meant to say get to know people. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we love to get to know people. To me, that's really important to us. Like, we don't want to just like, we can talk about ourselves. Like, there's a lot of things we can share, but we like to know about you guys because it's how we can relate.
Yeah, and we see you on our comments. Like, we know who you are. We know where you're from. Like, we know things about you. You know, we know your sign.
Yep.
Love it.
Right? We love it a lot.
Just like, I've always been like, since as a kid, I always ask a lot of questions. I'm very inquisitive, right?
And I've been like that too. My mom used to say, you ask too many questions. Like, stop asking questions. You talk too much.
But through being inquisitive and observation, you learn so much about the world, right? If you're like, you know what I'm saying? If you're inquisitive and ask questions, I've learned so much.
My mom used to say, well, you know, curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah,
And I used to say to her, well, curiosity is the key to knowledge. And she used to get so mad when I would say it. She stopped saying that real quick.
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks so much. I've been celebrating with friends and family yesterday and today. Tomorrow might be
Lazy Bones Day.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice after holidays just to have a day to like eat leftovers and be lazy in your pajamas all day or like sweats. After the holidays, you're like cooking all day. It's crazy. So not included are your favorite Survivor players. Not including this season.
Not including this season. Who are your favorite Survivor players?
I like the little Asian gay guy that had the
Ty,
rooster.
Ty.
He was one of my favorite of all with the chickens. I loved his. He was such a sweet spirit. He would climb the trees and get the coconuts, and he was a really good player too. He didn't win, but I like Ty.
You want to know who one of my favorite was? Donathan, the little gay boy too, the little southern gay boy.
Like Donathan.
I love Donathan. Like, he was just like so sweet. He was in that same season.
Who is your guys' favorite? Like, who is your James and Mark? I'm sure you guys don't have the same exact favorite. Maybe you do.
Reese says, by the way, isn't Yoboseo a word you use for when to answer the phone call? Well, we could say Anahaseo.
Yes, or you say Annyeonghaseyo. It's like a shorten, like, hi, how are you, right?
Sarah says, I want to inspire a global socio-cultural transformation that heals the broken collective spirit of humanity and brings the world into an age of absolute sustainability by first becoming the...
She'll be able to
she'll finish in a second.
That's cool. That's awesome, though.
You know, that's what we say too.
And when you're young and you have idea what you want to do it when you're young. Because when you get older, you're like, people get older, they're 40s, they get more stagnant, right? If you want to do something like that, it's awesome. You're young and you're driven in your mind about it.
Yes.
So yeah. Well, when I worked, okay, this is where I got Yoboseo. When I worked at a Korean orthopedic surgeon's office, when we pick up the phone, most of his customers were Korean and didn't speak English. I had to pick up the phone and say, Yoboseo. Like when I pick up the phone. Yeah, literally. So that's where like the term Yoboseo came. And my friend Judy, she's Korean. She's like, yeah, you can just say it as like a quick, like, hi, how are you? Like kind of welcome instead of saying annyeonghaseyo. But maybe it's just for phone calls.
Maybe.
Now you have to say the whole thing every time.
Oh my God, annyeonghaseyo. James and Mark can let us know. One of them is Korean. I think it's Mark. It's Korean.
Yes, James is Vietnamese.
James, what is correct? Can we get away with saying Yoboseo?
Oh my God, that's funny though. That's funny.
Ciencia.
I only have players. I don't like
Rupert. Oh, Rupert with the beard.
I don't like him either.
Oh my
God. I don't like the two I never liked was the NFL guy and his wife.
Oh,
Monica.
Oh my God, Monica Culpepper.
Yeah, it's him. He was more like, yeah, I'm the same way. Like certain people that were so annoying. You're just like,
You want to know who friggin' cracked us up through the whole season? Debbie with the 8 million jobs.
The skinny brunette chick, and they always are posting her different jobs.
I'm Debbie, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I'm Debbie, and I'm a construction worker.
She had all these different jobs, and we're just like, what the hell? Like, it just didn't even make sense, but she really was all those things. Remember? It was just weird. She just like one of those people that perpetually goes to school their whole life. She was one of those people.
And James, G, I'll have to defer to the experts. And then James and Mark says, Brad and Monica, ugh. And then Food for Life says, Sarah, you're so inspiring. And we agree. And Sarah says, President of the United States around 2050 and enacting my plan for the redesign of the U.S. Constitution appropriate for the modern times and establishing a system of empowering the people.
Awesome.
I'm telling you right now,
power to the people.
I'm going to tell you right now, the golden age is upon us. It's coming. It's coming very, very quickly.
2020 is a freaking transition, like starting period of the beginning of the golden age.
That's right.
So there's gonna be lots of shifts. We're already seeing it in the government. There's so much stuff that was under the rug has all been lifted, coming to light. All the darkness is all coming to light, right?
Yes.
The things that we used to be able to hide are not able to be hidden anymore. So it's a different time now. So the golden age is upon us. Like they sing in the age of the Aquarius, literally the age of the Aquarius is upon us.
And you do see the rise of the divine feminine slowly coming. You're starting to see the power struggle because everything is so polarized right now. You can see it. You can see different types of people grasping on for power that they've held on to for decades or centuries.
They're trying their old ways of like destruction or lower vibration, and it's not working for them anymore because they're not getting away with it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to see it all unfold.
And the more that you see it unfold, like look, for example, China, the protests that they've been having, they're still going on. They're not slowing down.
That's
in
crazy,
Hong Kong,
right? Power to the people, man. That's Latin for knowledge is power.
Which is so true. Never stop learning.
Yes, right? Even Bill Gates said he reads like sometimes a book and a half a day.
Yep.
I'm like, what?
Like 6 books a week at least.
Just constantly learning. You can never stop learning, right?
Snobby says, I hope you don't mind me calling you girls, but I gotta go take care. And
all right, it's great
thank you for hanging out, Snobby. Sarah says, improve their communities by replacing the concept of mandatory taxation with a sort of crowdfunding type of system where barcoded dollars and people could fund specific aspects of society. Well, you know what, Sarah? You have to look at the rise of AI is becoming very predominant. So you really have to look at the future as very AI driven. And somebody who's from the technical background, it's coming, and it's coming real fast.
Yeah.
And you have to realize that if things don't happen soon, there's either going to be one of two things that are going to happen. You're either going to have a universal living wage that every person across the board gets a certain amount of money a month, because they're not going to be able to do jobs anymore. You think you're going to be going to McDonald's and the McDonald's burger is going to be made? Screen. Yeah, they're not taking your money
Even
straight
the grocery store, so many self-checkouts now. Walmart, there's only a couple of cashiers open. Everything else is self-checkout now.
Yes.
More and more and more. Before it started with one self-checkout or two, and now half the store more is self-checkout. So it's just going to get more and more and more, right?
So you have to realize that you have to look at your plan. If you want to really build your plan solid, you really have to look at the evolving industrial world around you, even though you want to try to break free of a lot of the controls that the industrial world holds on us.
Use it to our advantage as humans,
so it's thinking outside of the box with the growth and direction that we're progressively going right now, and being able to jump ahead of the trend to put a break on to change the whole world's perspective, Definitely. Kirk, I learned German in high school.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Rodney reviews things. The shift is coming.
Hey, Rodney's reviews.
Rodney, what's going on?
How's it going, Rodney? Where are you from, Rodney? He says AI is going to take a lot of jobs. True story.
Yes, that is true.
Sarah, they care about instead of being forced to pay for things they don't care about, such that the diversity of opinion across the nation funds every social benefit. Coming from a socialized not socialized everything, but from a country that has socialized healthcare, I'm not going to say I'm a socialist because that's not a good thing, but I do believe in taking care of people. And you can tell a lot about a society by how they take care of the people that are lesser. And the people at the lowest of society, how a country takes care of them says a lot about that country.
Gina,
I'm getting drowsy. Good to chat with
girls,
you too.
Nice to hang out with you.
Have a good night, Gina.
Love you, girl, and have a great week.
Yep.
And it was great to hang out with you. Thank you.
Food for Life. I used Duolingo to learn Spanish for 3 months, and now I forgot everything.
Wow, that's crazy that you spoke Spanish.
And Kirk says, I learned German in high school, but to improve, I use an app and take daily German lessons. So far, 456 days in a row.
That's awesome.
Well, that's the thing, is they say it's repetitiveness. Like my brother, when he went to Valcartier, Quebec one summer, He came home and he was speaking French, like he was dreaming in French. It was funny. Rodney's review says, "Hey there from Sydney, Australia."
Wow, she's been to Australia.
I love Sydney. I used to work across from the CBD years ago. I loved it there. I was only there on a work visa, or on a visitor's visa that I could work because I'm Canadian and we're allowed to do that, I guess. So I did. It was fun. Sarah, so only people who support the military industrial complex will fund it, and only people who support Planned Parenthood will fund them. And they need things to be fun will initiate. Well, that's the thing, is that's the way things need to be. People who want to fund their interests need to be the ones funding those things, you know, or
Yep.
have a way to fund those things.
All right, good night, Evie. Love
Good
you.
night, Evie.
Mwah. It's great to see you, and hope happy Thanksgiving to
Yes.
you, girl. And make sure you do a vlog of what you're eating. It'd be super cool. I love to see what people eat on Thanksgiving and
Yep.
your family. That'd be awesome.
Duolingo is the app I use, Twinsy.
That's funny.
Sarah, a grassroots movement to pay for it that would benefit through crowdsourced donation and philanthropy rather than taxation. We don't believe in taxation. We don't like it at all. There's enough for everybody. There is enough for everybody.
There needs to be a new system in place.
Yep. But that's the thing, is because it's going to take somebody like you who wants to be a revolutionary to totally change people's ideas. And that's what happens. It starts with an idea. It starts with a thought.
With a thought and one person. That's it.
Yep.
I don't speak Spanish at all, like literally at all. Trust me. Well, you took it for so long. Like, were you dating a Spanish guy, or like why all of a sudden, like,
Yeah, what was Spanish
you wanted
so
to learn
interesting
Spanish
for?
so quickly, so bad?
Right?
That's cool though.
Because we've been watching 90 Day Fiance and we have no idea how some of these relationships, they don't even speak the same language.
Like Paul and Karini, like literally Paul like was dating this chick. Is dating this chick.
They got a kid together
from
now.
Brazil, and she speaks Portuguese, and they've been together like 3 years. Still can barely even say hello, and that's it. Like he cannot speak a lick of Portuguese, and has to use like translation app
99% of the time.
Every single time.
Yep. And it's no different than like Evelyn and the other dude, where
Who?
Evelyn and the guy who's
Yeah.
You know who I'm saying?
I'm surprised James and Mark don't watch that show. I think
Oh my God,
if
they
they don't
would
watch
love
90
that
Day
show.
Fiance, you guys would love that show.
Yeah, if you guys don't watch that, you guys
That
need
is
to,
such
because
like
it's
something
fabulous.
funny to just take your mind off the week. It's a reality show. It's not like a
Yes.
BS show. It's like a sitcom.
But it's like crazy to watch. We get so hooked in on.
Our tax increased from 8 to 10% since the month. Wow, that's a lot. That's crazy. Our tax around here is 9.5%, so it's about the same, 10% almost.
But like, for example,
State
in
tax.
Canada, across.
All right, James and Mark, it's great to see you.
Mwah.
Have a great night, and we hope you have a wonderful week.
That's right, guys. Have a fabulous week. Like, growing up in Canada, taxes there, like literally 25 to 30% of your wages would go to taxes. But I'm not worried about healthcare. I never have to worry about it.
Yep. It's different here in the U.S. Insurance is very expensive. 90 Fiance is so wacky tobacco. Watch it.
With constant donut face.
Doll face. You watch 90 Day Fiance. We swear it's the greatest.
Oh my God, you would love it.
That's it. That's funny though. Kirk watches it
Kirk,
too.
oh my God, I'm sitting there all the time, and she's like, "What? What?" I'm just sitting
We're
there.
just shaking our head like.
I said, I'm gonna get whiplash from shaking my head at the disbelief, the stupidity of 99% of these people.
The craziest one is Angela, the big white chick with
Oh
the guy
my
from
God.
Nigeria. And she's always telling him off and this and that, and she threw a cake in his face.
Oh my God.
And he just like takes it. He's like, I just want to come to America. And he's like a huge Trump supporter.
With Trump boxers.
And I'm like, you come to the US, you ain't gonna be a huge Trump supporter. Like,
You
we
may
promise
not.
you, dude. Like, you won't.
No.
He's a nice guy, but she like totally takes advantage of his
Oh, yeah.
kindness. But he wants to come over here. So it's like he's gotta play the role.
Yeah,
right?
but let's be honest. This girl was on Jerry Springer before.
She was.
She
She
was.
literally
Her and her
was
daughter
on-
Twyla. Them and their
Twyla.
twang, go twang, 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 twang,
Twyla.
twang, 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 twang.
I have to wear oven mitts so I don't concuss myself with face palms, right? Doink.
Right? Concussion protocol, just from the friggin' craziness of dealing with that show.
But we don't have tipping culture. Yeah, so here we have to like tax 10% or 9.5%, and then we have to tip on top of that.
Yeah, up to 20%.
About 20%. So every single time, like whatever the tax is, we have to double that and give it as tip. So whatever your tax is, imagine 3 times that is what we have to give in total for tip and tax. So
Crazy.
3 times your tax, that's what every meal out. That's why we cook our own food a lot. We go out, like maybe get out food, maybe once every 10 days?
Yeah, maybe. And we'll
And
eat
a lot
it
of
for
it's
2
to
days,
go.
and we're done.
A lot of it's to go, and then we'll eat it the next day.
Sarah says, thank you for your support. It means so much. So that answers your question of what I will do to get
That's
a point
great.
of my
That's freaking
virtuosity with
awesome.
somebody That is awesome, and thank you for taking the time to
And
explain
you know what,
that
girl?
out.
We're all
Because
for it, and we're all about like your goals and what your your mission, like, and that you're so enthused and
Yes.
about it. Like, we're all for it.
we are all about people. You know what? I never want to be that person that say that you can't do it. All I
Fuck
want
no,
to
you can do whatever you
is
wanna
give you
do.
other tools and questions to ask yourself so that you can make better decisions and come up with a better plan. Because that's how, I'm an analytical person, and she's like, I don't want this analytics. I just want this done. I'm like, no, that's not how I am.
Like, just give me the facts, because I'm
like,
very
not-
factual.
and I'm all
right?
about like breaking things down and analyzing it and looking at it like at little bits.
Yeah,
She
she'll
hates it.
analyze it. I'm like,
She
let's get to
hates
the
it.
facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Speaking of which, we should start getting ready to
Yeah.
head off soon because we've been out here for 3
And
hours.
we have to
hanging
eat
out.
dinner. I actually already cooked dinner. I made chicken with a barbecue pineapple sauce. Like, I had pineapple, I put in with barbecue sauce, and it's already been cooked. It smells delicious. And I have rice.
Oh, I cannot wait.
It's gonna be bomb.
And Ree says that was one of the reasons why I come back to Japan. Oh my god, I love to eat so much. It was too much for a broke international student to live in the States.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, but let's be honest. They have a lot of things out there that are really easy to get, like 2 tacos for $1. And
yeah, but it's all garbage food, right?
I know.
You know what I mean? It's all freaking garbage food.
Yeah.
3 hours, holy doodles, get that food in you pie holes. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
totally.
Pie holes. All right, it's great to see you guys. We hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night and week, and stay positive, and have a happy full moon as well.
That's right. And any of the Canadians that are left on the house, have an amazing Thanksgiving tomorrow. We hope you have a good time with your friends, family, whatever you're doing.
Yes.
And just know that these 2 girls love you guys to where?
The mother effing moon.
That's right, guys.
Bye. Mwah.
Mwah.
Thank you all for your time. We really appreciate it, and have a great week.
That's right. Love you guys.